Oh shit. It's about to go down in this bitch. Yo, y'all gotta see these motherfucking Nerf guns I just bought for my kids. When they get home, oh my god, they're gonna lose their fucking minds. Hey, yo, Max, I got the video you sent me. I had already saw it. I had already had that lot that had this live playing. I was already ahead of you on this one. But you gotta see these guns these Nerf guns I just bought. It came with a vest, extra clips, ammo. Each gun got a scope with a light on it, with the green light. It got a flashlight, lasers on it. Oh my God, it's going down. As soon as they get back from the fair, I'm lighting their asses up. Oh, you gotta see. Hold on, let me get one. Let me get one of these Jones. My daughter gun is the best. Hold on, let me grab this Jones. Oh my God, it's going down in this bitch. Look at these Jones. It's going down in this bitch. Oh my God, I can't wait till they get home. It's going down. Oh my God, it's going down. I didn't even know this motherfucker had a flashlight on it. Where is that? Oh, right here. I didn't even know this motherfucker had a light on it. Oh, it's going down when they get in the house. Let me turn this off. It's black. Oh, it's going down when they get in the house. Oh my God, it's going down. My daughter joint is the best. Her joint is pink. This joint is fire. It took me like an hour to put these bitches together though. Shit came with a vest, extra clips. Got 100 rounds in this bitch, and an extra clip. And the vest come with extra bullets in the joint too. Oh my God, it's going down. Nerf wars ain't the word. Oh, I'm lighting these little asses up when they get home. Oh my God. You said you got 100 round Nerf joint yesterday? They joints just came in yesterday too. I'm surprised them. They don't even know about this shit. They gonna lose their fucking minds when they see this. Because I told them I wasn't getting. I was like, nah, these joints cost too much. When I put it in the cart, the shit came out to like $1.50. You know, I had to get one for myself, so it came out. No, each of them was $50, 45. No, we got the discount. I got the 8% discount, so it came out to like almost 200. Cause I got a little small one for the little one too, cause I didn't want her to feel left out. But oh my God, it's going down. So it's starting to look like that's all the baby with the beard. Man, I had the beard when I first started. I just was shaving it off. And I don't know why I'm ass backwards. In the winter, I shave my beard off for some reason. And then the summertime, I grow it out. I don't know why I'm ass backwards like that. I don't know why I do that. But I always wind up doing that. But I'm keeping it this way. I think I look better with the beard. I think I look better with the beard. I just it makes my head look small though. Like the bigger it gets, it makes my head look bigger. Not small. It makes my head look bigger. When it gets too big, sometimes I don't like the way it looks. And then when I wear my hair down, my kids say I look like the Black Jesus. Yo, every time I do AI with my shit, they keep making me look like Jesus. They literally put a fucking thorn crown on my head. I was like, what the fuck? Why do they keep making me Jesus on AI? But Back to the show. We got shit been going down this week. It's been going down this week. Oh, you got a gun channel? Oh, put it in the chat. Yo, they said Remus Christ. Right. But yo, did I ever tell y'all that I met the Black Rambo? I got video of it too. I was working at this gun joint, and he showed up, and the dude nice as shit. I was like, yo, you the Black Rambo, right? He was like, yeah. What's up? You want to take a picture? I was like, nah, I got a channel. And he was like, all right, I do a drop for your channel. It's on my Instagram. I didn't even ask him for it. He did it. Like, just off of GP. Like, dude is cool as shit. And he really about that life when it comes to them hammers. I know Magic know who the fuck he is. But you know, it's Friday. I had to get me a Corona. The kids and them out at the fair. I ain't feel like going today. I'm gonna take them tomorrow. I needed time to rest my legs. I'm like, yo, I'm not walking around the fair right now. I'm tired as fuck. But I'll take y'all tomorrow. That way we got the whole entire day. But shit been going down this week. Tyler Perry looking like the new Diddy. Apparently, Fat Joe like them teeny boppers. And urinal zip. Yo, 10 Toes dropped the clip of that nigga talking about he got caught getting a yucked in the urinal. That's why I was calling him urinal zip. He was in jail fucking with them boys, apparently. I don't know. We about to find out. But the Fat Joe joint, I read up on a little bit of the Tyler Perry joint, so I know some of the case. But Fat Joe joint is a new reaction. I just saw in the chat that he liked the teeny boppers, and that's not the first person. So if this shit is true, he gonna have to take that lawsuit back from his hype man, because his hype man had came out and said he liked them teeny boppers, and he sued him for defamation. And now apparently more victims. He got hit with the Rico. You know, the FBI ain't gonna hit you with no Rico if they ain't got evidence. If they ain't got, they not gonna hit you with the Rico. Yeah. Remember when the light skinned boy came out that Hassan victim shamed, and he didn't want to say the boy who name it was? Everybody knew it was Tyler Perry. And I was like, that's Tyler Perry. He talking about Tyler Perry. And Hassan Campbell victim shamed him. He was in a Shanti video. That one joint, after all the game we played, I know now you don't love me the same. When she killed him and left him in the bathtub, him. Remember when he came out about a year or two ago, and he was describing Tyler Perry, but he didn't want to say his name. Yeah, they definitely predicted the shit out of Tyler Perry. They definitely predict. That's why he made them take it down. They couldn't air the episode. He made them. He sued them or something like that. He did something that got the episode pulled out. You can't even find the shit. Yeah. Apparently Tyler Perry the new Diddy. Wasn't he at them Diddy parties? Wasn't that nigga at them Diddy parties? I don't know. We about to find out though. He said Tyler asked the bull if he liked it rough. They said Tyler pulled the bull pants down and grabbed the nigga cheeks. Oh, Tyler, he taking the ass. Oh, I don't want to work for you. He in the Boondocks, he asked him, can I get some ass? They said Tyler pulling niggas pants down and taking that shit. Oh man, he did play a female too well. Like he played a female way too well. It's a boy. A lot of niggas on the gram. A lot of these niggas. Oh yeah, I forgot. Godfrey responded to Lord Jamar, and now Lord Jamar just responded to Godfrey. They was cooking Lord Jamar on the Godfrey show. That's another joint I forgot to highlight. Other news: Hassan Campbell son and daughter was cooking him about his hairline. Cooking him. Cooking him. Yeah, you can find it on the free streaming app, but it won't air on television. That's what I meant. So, what y'all want to start with? I think I want to start with what we gonna start with? What y'all want to start with? It's a whole lot of shit. What y'all want to start with? Urinal Yik Yuck, Tyler Perry, Fat Joe, Lord Jamar, Godfrey. You said you saw it yesterday. Oh, did y'all see my impression of Hassan Campbell in a year, in 40 years? Hold on. I got to show y'all this. I got to show y'all this. My impression of Hassan Campbell in 20 years, what was it, 20, 40 years? I forgot how long it is. Hold on. This shit funny. And you can hear, I had to keep redoing the video because my son kept laughing in the background. He kept making me laugh. I couldn't do the video without laughing because we was all cracking the fuck up. Hold on, let me show y'all. Yeah, Fat Joe. Hey, y'all want to start with Lord Jamar? All right. Hold on. Let me show y'all my impression of Hassan Campbell in 40 years making videos on YouTube. Hold on, let me check this out.
How you work this goddamn thing?
Yeah,
all right, we got it. Shall we begin? You dudes is 40 and 50 years old, still screaming, I'm outside. Gang, gang. Something just ain't right. That's why I tell you, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. They gonna hurt you. We on the brink of World War III. I've been telling y'all that for 40 years. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe. Peace.
Yeah, my son cracking up in the background. I couldn't. I had to do this video like 6, 7 times because this nigga kept laughing in the background. He kept making me laugh. Go one more time. That shit funny.
How you work this goddamn thing?
Yeah.
All right, we got it. Shall we begin? You dudes is 40 and 50
years old. I forgot that.
Still screaming, I'm outside. Gang. Something just ain't right. That's why I tell you, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. They gonna hurt you. We on the brink of World War III. I've been telling y'all that for 40 years. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe.
You see how I try to make my teeth disappear?
I'm out.
I did a good job of making my teeth look like it ain't there too. I do a real good overhead impression. I'm gonna keep doing them joints too. I'm gonna keep doing this joint too. I'm gonna cook this nigga. But I got one vote. You said you want to start with Lord Jamar, so that's what we're gonna start with. We're gonna start with Godfrey and Lord Jamar. So I want to do Lord Jamar's reaction first. No. Godfrey's reaction first, and then we're gonna go to Lord Jamar's reaction.
And Vlad goes, "Oh, Lord Jamar, it's been like 5 years. Oh man, it's been a long time." He goes, "Yeah, it's been a long time."
Wait, so did they?
Y'all know how we do, man. Make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. But yeah, let's get right to it.
Nails on the chalkboard, like,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
because especially one little clip where he was talking about he ran into you, I guess, somewhere, or at Big Boy.
At Big Boys, I was doing an interview with Big Boys in LA, and I came out, and he, because when you go out the door, people are like, other guests are like right there. So I hadn't seen Vlad in like 5 years. I was like, "Oh, what's up?" He's like, "Hey man, we gotta talk." I said, "Cool." Yeah, dapped him up. He had a little security dude with sunglasses, some dude just, So I was like, "All right," and that was it. That was all. I said, "Cool," because my thing is, I even said, I don't have a problem talking to you, but I'm not going back on the show. It's just I'm not doing that. That's not. I made my decision, and just the optics would be crazy if I was like, "All right, now if you that would have been real fucked up. I'd have been like, "Is you with? Is you ain't my baby, baby, please don't let me down."
That's when he was definitely buck dancing on that. Is you really? Or is you ain't my baby? Y'all remember that on Tom and Jerry? That was that shit.
You know what I'm saying? A woman is the creature that's always been great. I'd have been like, "Hey, Cam, I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But if he would have, if we would have settled it right there in that window, then it would have been different. Like, okay, you showing respect. That's cool, because you had Nick Cannon. You had Nick Cannon apologize when he said stuff about your people, and you're not even practicing. You're an atheist. But you stood on your "Oh, those are my."
That's what didn't make sense about it. Vlad, you don't even believe in the shit. I understand that your family is Jewish, but you don't believe in it. So what did you have a problem with it for? And it's not like what Farrakhan said wasn't. This is when you know. Like, I want to tread lightly here, because them niggas take your channel. But this is when you know it's the truth about that community. They yank your shit. You ain't gonna yank it if it ain't true. Like, they shut a nigga whole career down. Look what they did to Kyrie Irving. All he did was retweet the video. He didn't make the video. He didn't put nothing on a quote on top of it, a comment or nothing. He just retweeted it. Them niggas try to yank that nigga whole career. Look what they did to all them people. Kanye was tripping. He was tripping.
Our people. So as soon as you insult our people, who you make money off of,
right?
All of a sudden, now the humanity is gone. We're just there for monetary reasons. So I was like, I had to stand on my morals and go, "All right, I'm out."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then,
did he ever hit you up or no?
I saw I never got the text. I saw a text. He wants to talk. I don't mind talking to the dude.
Yeah, you're just not
I don't hate the dude. I just not doing that.
Yeah, you're not doing
that. So he reached out for you?
What do you say?
So he reached out for you after he saw you at Big Boy?
Yeah, he reached out to me eventually, and I don't think I saw the text, because sometimes
but you also changed your number. So you said you might not have got the text.
I changed my number. Right. So I could have been
so
like,
he chased you down like Lord Jamar chased him down.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, and that's the crazy part about it. Vlad made it a point that Lord Jamar hit him up. He didn't go back to Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar went back to him. And he made that clear. He was like, "So, Lord Jamar, you reached out to me." Like, basically saying, like, that's why I meant why it was a lose for Lord Jamar, and it was revenge for Vlad. He made this nigga look like a buck dancer to his face, and he ain't even realized. He's so caught up in, "I need that check," that he ain't even realize Vlad is getting his revenge.
Slow down. Hey, baby, you just look at this. Pumps jump up to get beat down. So I was like, I said I'll talk to him, but because I hung out with him. I brought him to shows. I've been at his crib, you know, and I just thought, you deal with black women though. You deal with black women and then you treat black men. I don't like that. I don't like when white dudes do that shit. You know, you gonna.
Oh wow, Vlad be getting black chicks? I didn't know that.
You know, you with the women, but you're shitting on the men of that culture.
Yeah,
nah,
that's crazy.
I don't like the way that
white
goes.
women do that when they watch black men. They shit on black women.
Yeah, but those
like,
are they date the traumatized black folks. The ones that I hate black men. I'm gonna get with the white man. I hate black women. I'm gonna get with the white girl.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they get killed by white women. That's just kidding. Listen.
Boy ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
You know, did you watch?
I watched a little of the clip, but you know, because
I watched all the clips.
Oh, you watched them all?
Because it's because because it all started when we
Preston.
Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. Just make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in.
Preston, like
when y'all had
we were talking about the flat Earth. Did you see any of the flat Earth shit?
Oh yeah, that was the most hilarious yet sad shit I've seen in an awful long time. Professor Dave.
No. I'm gonna tell you something. It's crazy because I was really worried about bringing Dave on because there's a white dude. And I really didn't want to put him in a position where, you know, he got spanked by this white dude because he initially, I'm real tight with Chuck Nice, and Chuck Nice does Neil's podcast, but we couldn't. Neil was just so busy he couldn't fit it in, and so I.
No, but what he's saying is, I get what you're saying, Jaded. But what he's saying is, Vlad shits on black men and goes and date white women, and he says a lot of black niggas do that too. I don't like my own kind, so I'm gonna go date white women. You know what I mean? That's what he's saying. He's not saying that it's anything wrong with dating outside your race. It's hypocritical, the fact that you hate the men of that race or you hate the women of that race, but then go date them. You feel me? That's what he's saying. But I know that Godfrey be getting white women. Everybody do that. Them African boys love white women. The Nigerian niggas love white women.
I knew
all the Nigerians around here, none of them got black women unless they came with their wives. That's just I'm not saying it's all of them, but all the ones I know, unless they came with their family or their wife from Africa, them niggas is getting white women.
Dave, because I was watching his content and I was like, all right, let's do this. But I was really worried that they were going to be like, oh, Dante hooked up this white with his, you know what I mean? Because it could have been, but he jumped out the window so hard, so early that nobody was like, oh, he's a white, you couldn't even go, he's a white dude. You got like, come on, dog.
But I go, will you debate this dude? He goes, of course I will. I'll debate anybody. He's like, I'm the smartest man in the world.
Right.
He's like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's an actor. He's an actor.
SAG card.
He's an actor. He has a SAG card. Right?
There's a SAG card.
And that's the crazy part about it. You had the nerve to say that you would debate Neil deGrasse Tyson. And I've heard a lot of people try to debate that man, and they all wind up looking fucking stupid. From the ones I've seen, it could have been other debates that I haven't seen, but the ones that I've seen, everybody that thought that they was good enough to go up against Neil deGrasse Tyson all wind up looking stupid. The man is a fucking his IQ is like 100 and something. He called him an actor. The man IQ is like 1 something. I forgot what it is. It's in the hundreds. It's in the hundreds. Leave that nigga alone. That nigga, he's a rocket scientist or some shit like that. What the fuck was you? You know how hard rocket science is? Bro, like this ain't no regular schmegular scientist. This is the leading, like, the #1 scientist. One of them, him and the Asian boy with the long gray hair. I seen people go at him too, and they all look dumb. I ain't seen not one video where people try to fuck with him. That Asian boy with the long gray hair, oh, leave that motherfucker alone.
Immediately invalidate your intelligence.
But
Right.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is the real
Theoretical
deal.
physics.
Yeah.
Carl
degree.
Sagan was his
Yeah, niggas
mentor,
are
who was
physicists.
an astronomer, please. So
Yeah.
he goes out, and so when we brought him on,
Yeah.
I didn't know he was gonna say "fuck that motherfucker." I didn't know
Yeah,
he
we
would.
did.
The dude didn't even get on the screen yet. He's like, man,
And that's what embarrassing. I'm gonna let it play, but that's what was so embarrassing about it. He made himself look stupid. Nobody did it. He set himself up for failure. It made himself. You didn't know much about. And the thing about it is, they're gonna explain this too. The 5%ers in the nation of gods and whatever they call themselves, they all teach around Earth. How you gonna be the nation of the God bodies or whatever they call themselves and practice flat Earth? That don't make no type of sense.
fuck that motherfucker. I smacked the shit out of him. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, we're talking about the shape of
Oh,
the
Lord,
planet.
listen.
Yeah, when you this nigga's a thug over shape. That's crazy.
He said that nigga a thug over shapes. Hold on, run that back.
Huh?
Yeah.
I was like, we're talking about the shape of the planet.
Yeah, when you this nigga's a thug over shape. That's crazy.
Man, fuck all that geometric shit, son. I don't give a fuck right now.
He's slapping niggas over a square. That's wild.
Don't tell me it's a parallelogram in this bitch.
That's
I swear to God. Swear to God, son.
Geometry must have
Yeah.
traumatized the fuck.
He said, tell me it's a parallelogram in this bitch. Somebody getting shot. Let me find out all your angles lined up. It's gonna be a drive-by.
Got
Yeah,
it.
you know, he's lying. So
Yeah.
after that, you know,
And let's be honest, the 5%ers, they talk about the roundness, the sphere of the earth, the mathematics
Oh,
of the earth,
peace to the gods and
peace to the gods and earth.
They never say peace to the gods and the flat earth.
Oh shit.
Peace to the guys in the
Oh,
flat.
shit.
And even the minister talks about the earth rotates.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly. He talks about the spherical and the science.
Now I ain't gonna argue this because all the flat earthers that I've seen, they all look dumb. Especially when what's his name came on here with the flat earth. Yeah, I stopped believing in it because everybody that I've seen looked dumb. Eric Dubai was one of the people that I watched in the beginning. And then when I found out Eric Dubai is just a regular schmeggler ass nigga, I had to stop watching that too because nigga what? But everybody that I've seen look dumb. But to argue that a flat earth still can rotate, that was a dumb or example. A flat earth can still rotate, but now they're saying it's pear shaped. I don't fucking know. It doesn't affect or change our lives. Jada made me see that. Nigga, whether the earth is a fucking pancake or a motherfucking shaped like a pickle, what does it matter?
It's behind the earth and the rotation of the earth. I've seen those lectures.
Sure.
And what?
So
Like
wasn't Jamar then embracing? You know, if like what Dante said, you was kind of scared of maybe the optics or where it would have
Right.
went by bringing up, you know, a Dave. on
Right,
as
that's
a
why I
white dude,
asked
but-
him to ask him if he would debate him. You know,
Yeah.
and I thought it would just been an intellectual debate but I also didn't know he's not even a good flat earther. Like,
And that's the whole point. You wasn't even good at it. You weren't even good at it, bro. You show me a ball where it spins and the water stays. That was the worst example he could have took out of the flat earth theory. When he said that, I was like, I know he didn't just start with that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did he start with that? Oh my God. That's the number one part of the theory that has been proven right. Gravity, motherfucker. But then gravity don't make sense to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't make sense to me. It's because I feel like gravity has a mind of its own. Like it can hold buildings and shit down, but I'm still able to, like, if it uses the same pressure that it holds larger objects down, then what type of pressure is it using to hold? You get what I mean? But then I heard the optics of that, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but it doesn't. Who cares though? Who gives a fuck? It's not affecting us. Like, come on, the shape of the earth and this, that, and the third. Is it putting any money in your pocket? Is it stopping you from going to work? That's all that matters to me. Like, it doesn't affect my life.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't he embrace two white? This is not no disrespect, but two white boys anyway. Like,
well, that was after he got cooked, right?
Damn.
After he got cooked, he reached either they reached out to him, and then the white boy said,
"It doesn't make sense to me because like if you use Dragon Ball Z for example, the training joint that they use where they make the gravity affect you harder. Like you ever see the training pod that Vegeta was training on when he threw the gravity, and when he found out Trunks was a Super Saiyan and he put the gravity 10 times the Earth gravity or something like that. That's what I mean. Like if it's different, like if it would need a certain amount of gravitational pull to hold a building down. So what type of gravitational pull does it have to hold me down? It's like gravity has a mind of its own. Sometimes if you get whatever. I don't want to get into that shit. But you get
when you explain the flat Earth, you could explain it in the course of a bucket of fried chicken and gravy and mash. And
that was crazy when I saw the bull do that shit. And Godfrey, fucking Lord Jamar was just letting him do it. Like, listen to what the bull, y'all ain't see that shit when the bull was like, you could have used a gravy and bucket of chicken. And I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? That is the most racist shit I've ever heard.
Boyd said, when you explain the flat Earth, you could explain it in the course of a bucket of fried chicken and gravy and mash. And I'm
hold on. He used chicken.
Fried chicken, a bucket of fried chicken.
That's
a bucket of Kentucky
That's
fried
the most
chicken.
racist analogy.
Because you know what it is? It's white dudes who want to be able to think they need to talk to you, relate like
chicken.
Like you can't relate.
They need to talk to you with chicken, nigga.
With something.
Yo, when he said that bucket of chicken shit, I was like, I know Lord Jamar gonna go on about that. That nigga went along with it. I said, yo, this nigga is a buck dancer. When the bull said you could have explained it, a fried chicken and a pork, I was like, what the fuck? Yo, if he don't cuss this dude out, if you got a piece of watermelon and you take the if he would have said the watermelon, oh my God. When I heard him say the bucket of chicken, I said, oh man, he gonna cuss this white bull out. And then he just sat there and agreed with him. I was like, what the
You'll get this.
If you got 2 pieces of chicken and they take 1 chicken away,
How much you got?
nigga, that's the most racist shit I've ever heard in my life.
Even watermelons are flat.
That's wild.
Watermelons are flat.
That's
like,
insane.
and then he didn't even push back. He didn't go like, yo, what the fuck you?
If someone tried to teach me math with chicken, I'd fight him.
Oh, did.
Right, I'd probably I'd probably punched my camera. Pussy, who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck? What the hell is wrong with you? Yo, when he said that shit, oh shit, here we go. I knew he was gonna pop up. I knew he was gonna pop up. Oh shit. Khalid, Khalid, I ain't trying to debate with you, bro. I was just saying, that the earth is round, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problems. That nigga was cooking Sanchez.
Okay, Tommy has 2 wings. Now, if Jimmy gives him 2 other legs, how many pieces of chicken do you have?
Listen, his gap locks up What do you do first?
Right.
Do you pull the clip out?
You done killed 2 of his homies. How many bullets you got left in your revolver that holds 8?
And so my thing about the flat earth thing is,
Yeah,
if you have
is
at
true.
least, even if someone,
I can't believe I believed that shit for about 4 or 5 years. I was on that shit, but when I saw you debate Sanchez, the #1 lead flat earther in the black community, and he did that shit, I was like, yo, this is some bullshit. Then I found out who Eric DeBuy really was, because I thought Eric DeBuy was some type of scientist. Then I come to find out he's just a regular schmegular ass nigga. I'm like, what the? Because he made some great points, and then like I start seeing all these theories get explained like easily by real scientists, and then you come along with your shit against Sanchez, because Sanchez he had me. I'm like, all right, Sanchez still got this though. He's still coming up. No. I don't even see him debating that shit no more.
has a theory that's crazy.
He's talking about
At
some
least
whole
be
other
thorough
shit
with your explanation where you go, well, damn, there's a point there. Like we're having a debate. It's like 2 fucking politicians. You know, his shit is trash, but they're going at it though. They're thorough with it. They're like, I'm going to talk about it and stand on it. You can't just go, turn this shit up, smack shit up. I'll smack shit up.
That's when you knew the nigga was defeated. I'll punch this nigga in the face. That's when you knew he was that's when you knew the debate was over. He lost. That nigga wanted to fight. Yeah, that's it. He says, it's great points until you bring up the facts and information. You're right. It makes some great points. It'll draw you in. And then when you hear the other side, that was my problem. I kept watching the flat earth side and not watching the round earth side. And you know, when you first get sucked into it, you're like, yeah, man, fuck them niggas. They was lying to us. They been lying the whole time. I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. Then when you finally hear it, it's like, okay. Yeah, maybe I was acting dumb. Yeah, I think I jumped on the wrong side. I think I was on the wrong team. I don't believe in that earth. I don't believe there's more to the world. Hold on, wait, what you said? The government leaves on. I think the flat earth debate is designed to reveal the actual truth. Right? That shit. For all we know, the motherfucking earth might be a square. For all we know.
Collard greens, you understand, when you flatten them out.
Hold on.
You can't just go, turn this shit up, smack shit out. I'll smack shit out this nigga.
Collard greens, you understand, when you flatten them out.
Oh, look at it.
That's why I don't roast, because I'll be ready to smack.
No, but it was embarrassing. And he told me to take it down. He said, take down the video, like on the episode. I said, all right, I'll take it. Yeah, he was like, take this shit down. It was
because he knew he lost. He wanted you to take it down because he knew he lost. Nico, what's up, sis? He knew he got cooked. It was embarrassing. You went up there thinking that you knew something. See, I see a lot of these guy body niggas. I ain't gonna lie, they think they know everything, and that's the problem when you come into the knowledge of self, right? You start to think that you know more than everybody in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie, because I got like that, and I had to catch myself like, hold on, maybe I'm tripping. You start to think that you really know more than everybody else because everybody don't know this information. So you start to think that you start smelling yourself. And this nigga was really smelling himself like hard. I never smelled myself enough to where I thought that I could beat Neil deGrasse Tyson. I never thought I smelled myself enough to where I thought I could debate this shit and with anybody.
Weird, man. He just kind of
jumped out the window.
And you still did it on some homie love.
Yes,
right?
Yes,
that's what I was doing.
Yo,
and then all of a sudden,
and then they went after you.
They went after me and went over to the white side and was talking about. I was like, "Here's your wheels." You ain't my baby.
Right.
They did one video with him, talked about fried chicken, and then like used him and then discarded him.
Just
As quick as that was, but it was
that
like,
motherfucker was like Runkers. I'ma tell you, black folk ain't shit.
Yeah.
All them niggas ain't shit. That's what I like. The white podcasts, they way better. White podcasts are way better. The couches are better. You go to a nigga podcast, yeah, the seats are broken. It's greasy.
That's why I am, Kakalaka. I'm a seeker of knowledge. Like, I think all information is good information, whether it's bad or not. I think all information is good information, and I think any information should be learned, whether it's true or not, because knowing the truth and knowing what you need to know what's false too. So I believe all information is good information in it. But you just need to know how to sort the shit out. And in the beginning, coming into YouTube, before I met Trip C, before I got around to all y'all niggas, I didn't know how to sort the information out. I was just taking it in and believing what I wanted to believe and whatever suits me. And that's not the way to go about it. You need to be around other people who also take in the information and people that actually studied more than you. So you know how to sort it out and know what's good and what's not, I'm glad I got around some of the people. Yo, we need to get back into the third eye talk, yo, for real. I heard a lot of people saying that in the chat. I heard a couple people saying that shit because I remember in the beginning my shit used to be called Third Eye Talk. We need to get back into that. And I need to go back to my comic book channel too. I need to flip back to that. I forgot all about it.
That's what I like. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Flat earthers do not. Niggas love flat earth. I like white folk. White folk know what the damn earth is shaped like, but it's not shaped like a goddamn nigga. That's what I know. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's like this. I'm gonna tell you, boy. That Godfrey boy, I love that sell out those little slave niggas. I love white folk. I love those white boys. Yeah, that's what he did. He literally switched on me like, yo, and he was, and I don't even like watching people talk about it. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And he goes, and ladies and gentlemen, Dante tried to poison me with his weed. He said Dante tried to poison.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to say anything to get around to overshadow him getting destroyed in that debate. He tried to poison me. He did this. He did that. Nah, nigga, you lost. That's it. You fucking lost. That's it. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. And if you want to support the channel, put something on that loud pack. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. I don't got my Venmo card. So hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. If anybody wants to support the channel, it's up to you. But make sure you hit the like button. That's the most important part.
Poisoning with weed, and Dante was smoking the same weed.
Right.
If you come here and you go like fucking what's his name?
Who?
Jack off?
No. Who? I can't. Why can't I think of his name? McAllen drinks McAllen, Scotch McAllen.
Tyrone.
TK?
No.
Not Ty Jones.
If I can't get his name,
Peter Guns.
Peter Guns. So when Peter Guns came, I said, "Yo, you coming?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, He goes, "I don't know." I go, "Look, where you drink?" He goes, "McAllen, 15-year McAllen." So I went and bought McAllen.
Right.
So that's a bougie ass nigga. Oh, I only drink 15-year-old McAllen. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. If you don't get your bougie ass out of my fucking studio, that's what I would say. Yo, imagine nigga come to your house and you offer that nigga a drink and he's, "Oh no, I only drink 15-year-old McAllen." Nigga, if you don't drink this Henny and shut the fuck up, take a shot of this Quavo, and shut the fuck up, nigga. Drink this Corona and shut the fuck up. Fuck is you talking about, 15-year-old McAllen? Yeah, I had a custom out. I'm sorry.
Scotch. not knowing it's $300, $250, but that's he. I
Right,
said I was gonna get it, so
What,
you know, this is what you want. So I knew he smoked.
What you said?
So I got him the best what I smoke. I was like, let me.
You must have got him that Snoop Dogg shit. That's 80%. You must have got him that 80%. You must have got him the moon rock. Yo, I want to try that. Just one puff with some moon rocks. You know what I'm telling y'all? Know what moon rocks is? It's like 80-90% THC. That's shit Snoop smoke all day. I want to try some of that shit that Wiz made too. Just one puff. I don't need to smoke the whole blunt. Just let me hit it one time. Let me get it one time. I'll probably be on this bitch tripping.
Take care of my man.
Right.
So and
Cold down.
I'm be honest, my shit hit, but he smoked 3 blunts of his own.
He smokes every day.
He
all
smoked
day.
his blunts on top of mine.
Damn.
He just want. He's the type of. He just don't want to take accountability. So he needed some type of out.
But the way, but the way it was very embarrassing.
The problem was that he was literally on like Pierce Morgan. Like he was becoming a like. I mean, you put out content, Cam. It was a situation where people was fucking with him who wasn't like his name was just blowing the fuck up.
Yeah.
Then he went on the Kamal.
I ain't gonna lie, Dante sounded a little hammered. I ain't gonna lie, the boy Dante sounded a little. You hear him? He's just blowing the fuck, slurring like a motherfucker. Listen to him. Listen to him. That nigga hammered. I ain't gonna lie, Dante fucked up. Look at Godfrey's face. Oh, put it up full man. Look at Godfrey's face. He's starting to notice it too. That nigga hammered.
On like Pierce Morgan, like he was becoming a like. I mean, you put out content, Cam. It was a situation where people was fucking with him who wasn't like his name was just blowing the fuck up. Then he went on the Kamala. Yo, Kamala's
look. Godfrey is realizing. Hold on, he might be fucked up. Look, Godfrey is realizing this nigga might be fucked up.
Fucking bitch, like he went. Then it was like, and it's like this controversial shit. The thing, I ain't gonna lie, whatever the fuck it was, like when I watched the video, I felt bad. Like I lit, you know what I'm saying? I
did too. I felt bad, but let's get into Lord Jamar's response because we gotta move on to segments. So we're gonna get into Lord Jamar's response to this. They cooked that nigga. They said, if you get the collard greens and you flatten them out, I ain't gonna lie, I was embarrassed for Lord Jamar. I was embarrassed. Come on, son. Come on. Yo, Ed Lover definitely slogan is funny as shit. Come on, son. And you do the lip. Come on, son.
Kings TV. Come on, son.
Come on, son. He cracked me up with that shit. All right, let's hear Lord Jamar.
So recently, I went on Vlad TV, and some people were very happy about that.
All right, let me stop you right there, nigga. You're lying. Let me stop you right there, nigga. You're lying. I ain't seen not one fucking person that was happy about you going back on Vlad. Not a one. You're lying. But there you go. Don't want to take accountability. Said that's crazy ways. Interview smacked Will Jamar in his face. I think that's when he had a vendetta again. Yeah, you right. Because Crazy Lady said he'll knock him the fuck out. Yeah, I remember that. Crazy Lady said he'll knock him the fuck out. I did a live on that, didn't I?
Some people were disappointed. I'm hearing
some people
make videos, you know, showing their discontent and all of that. You know, all I can say is
I needed to check.
My obligation is to civilize the uncivilized. Okay?
Oh
my job is not to preach to the choir.
Nigga, just say you needed to check, nigga. What the come on? I hate when I'd have kept it real. Look, nigga, I needed that check. Fuck y'all niggas. What you mean? I got a family to feed. Fuck all y'all. I needed that check. That's what I would have said. Fuck it. What do we? You know, niggas gotta come on here lying and shit. I hate when niggas do that stupid shit. Nigga, you lying. You needed the check, nigga. You needed that paper. You needed that paper. Vlad was paying real good. At the time, you felt like you could put the squeeze on Vlad. And I think that's why he really wanted to leave. I think he wanted to use the Farrakhan shit as leverage to squeeze more money out of Vlad. And Vlad said, I'm not going to be bullied. And he was like, all right, let me grab Godfrey too and leave. And you start doing our own thing. You feel me? And that's what they did. But Lord Jamar's shit wasn't going as good as Godfrey's. So he was going on Godfrey shit. Just say you needed the check, nigga. What's so hard about that? I needed that check, man. Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't feed my. Is y'all gonna feed my kids? Like, nigga. He said, read a book, nigga, ninja.
Bring to civilize the uncivilized. Okay? My job is not to preach to the choir. And many times you need to go where the uncivilized people are at. Now, originally, this whole Vlad boycott started because he didn't apologize to Minister Farrakhan. Well, fast forward 5 years later, he's apologized. I know what I said about Mr. Godfrey. And yeah, I guess that looked bad. Me saying that about him and then changing my mind. But guess what? As a grown man, I have the right to change my mind. Once certain information, more information comes into play about certain things that I'm not.
Nigga, what you should have changed your mind was about that debate, nigga. You should have changed your mind about the flat earth. You should have changed your mind about a lot of things. But changing your mind about Vlad, out of all the shit that went down, that transpired in the last 5-6 months, that's the only thing you changed your mind about? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You needed that check. You make it, bro, you don't take accountability for nothing. You needed the check. It's simple. Your fun, your channel dropped. Niggas didn't want to fuck with you no more, and you knew it. You knew it. So you ran back to the white dude. Hey, it happens. But to sit up here and not take accountability and lie, out of all the shit that happened to you in the last 4 or 5 months, the only thing you changed your mind about was going back to Vlad. That's the only thing you changed your mind about? Really, nigga? Oh, really, nigga? We gotta give it to him. We gotta give it to him one time.
You better be careful, little buddy.
The only thing you changed your mind about was going back to Vlad.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, nigga. Wait a minute.
Not going to get into the full specifics of, but I have more clarity on the situation as a whole.
He said he's not going to get into the full specifics of. Nigga, it's no specifics. You needed a check. Your podcast was dirt. Don't nobody watch your shit like that. Don't nobody really watch your shit. Like, the only time I ever did something on your shit is when you had Outside Campbell on there. When you ever see anybody talking about Lord Jamar podcast? When you ever see anybody watching Lord Jamar podcast?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
That shit was dirt.
And
you was doing the same numbers I'm doing right now. My shit ain't doing shit.
that's the decision I decided to do when looking at the big picture. So anyone who's a true supporter of me, who actually subscribes to my channel, who actually, donates regularly and gives super chats, if I disappointed you, pardon me, I love you, and pardon me. Anybody?
No, what you should have said was to all the people that really support me and donate to my shit. Rakib, peace and welcome. All the people that really support me and donate to my shit, I'm sorry, y'all. I needed that check. I got a family to feed. I got some weed to smoke. I whatever you spend your money on, I needed that. Yo, off topic. Anybody ever seen them Bigfoot vlogs? Oh my God, it's the funniest shit on YouTube right now. I forgot to ask y'all. Anybody seen them? It just popped up on my screen. Anybody ever see them Bigfoot vlogs? Oh my God, it's the funniest shit ever. I'm gonna do something on them joints too.
Else, y'all are just white noise, okay? But love.
And where's all your supporters? Second, what's up?
Yeah. Listen, mission was accomplished. We wanted Vlad to apologize.
Them joints funny as shit, right?
And he apologized.
Them joints funny as shit.
So that being said, we did the boycott on Vlad. Y'all didn't support it. Listen, mission was accomplished. We wanted Vlad to apologize, and he apologized. Okay?
Hold on. Did this nigga just try to blame it on the people? Hold on. Back that up.
Wait a minute.
Did I hear what I think I just heard, yo?
Listen, so that being said, we wanted Vlad to apologize, and he apologized. Okay? So that being said, we did the boycott on Vlad. Y'all didn't support it.
He blamed it on the people. He blamed it on the people. Yo! You said your wife sent you 5 of them joints. Yo, that shit was funny when he found the lean. He said, we off of booger sugar right now. That's what that nigga off of right now. He blamed it on the people. Y'all didn't support it.
Shut up, pussy! Shut your punk ass up.
Bro. Let me put this laser on you right now. Let me put this Nerf laser on you right now, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? Fuck is you talking about? Let me put this Nerf laser on you niggas. Yo, when my kids get home, there's a war going on in my crib. No man is safe. I don't know if y'all was here earlier. I bought a bunch of these joints for me and my kids. There's a war going on in Rim crib. No man is safe. I ain't mean to get off topic, but I bought these for me and my kids. My daughter got a pink one. I got one. My daughter got a pink one. Oh yeah, when they get home, woohoo! Light their asses up. Lighting their little asses up. There's a war going on in Rim crib. No kid is safe. But this nigga is him, Hassan Campbell. You falling into that category, bro. You definitely fell into that category. The lean joint was comedy. And when he gave the booger sugar to the white boy, he said he tried to take my cheeks. He said when he ate the honey pack, And Yeti started chasing him. He said he trying to take my Chiefs. But let's get back on topic. Nigga, you don't take accountability for shit. You try to push it back on the people and say, y'all didn't support it. What? We weren't on the show. The boycott was you not going on the show. That was the boycott. What we got to do with it? I don't watch Vlad. I mean, some of his shit pop up, and I may watch it if it's interesting. But the boycott was niggas not going back on to the show. That was the boycott. So how did it fall back on the people? He says entire channel activity in the last 5 years was people supporting this boycott. Right! You ain't lying. His entire channel was all the people that were supporting the boycott. Thousands of people. The people that sent you super chats that was in your chat. Like, how you gonna put it back on? Yo, these are fuck nigga, bro. Boy, you make 5%ers look bad.
Listen, mission was accomplished. We wanted Vlad to apologize, and he apologized. Okay. So that being said, you know, we did the boycott on Vlad. Y'all didn't support it. You know what I mean? People were still going up to Vlad. People were still watching his videos. You know, the man got 6.1 million subscribers.
You rockhead ass nigga. You rock. Okay, so first of all, the people who had self-knowledge, you didn't ask nobody. First of all, the only person you asked to boycott it was Godfrey. He went along with it. Second of all, the niggas who aren't conscious, what you want to say, conscious, them niggas don't give a fuck about what Farrakhan had to say or if he misquoted Farrakhan. He trying to get a check. But all the conscious niggas that you asked to boycott it, they all boycotted. Nigga, you making excuses for being a buck dancing, is you ain't my baby ass nigga. That's, bro, we know you a buck dancer when the boy brought up the fried chicken. And you sat there and, you know what I mean? Right, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, a little sucking his teeth thing you do. That gold tooth. Sucking on that gold tooth, you know what I mean? You was a fuck nigga. You rockhead ass nigga. Your head look like a fucking hairy knuckle.
It's on YouTube. I have 174,000. I need to go where my message.
You heard what he just said? He got 174,000. All of those people were the people that were, all 174,000 people were the people that were supporting your boycott. Yeah, he was singing the shit out of that joint where he was raising her up. Hey, man, you just got here. Did you see what I put in the chat? What I bought my kids? Hold on, let me show you one time. Let me show you. There's a war going on in Red Crib. Oh, shit. I gotta put this back on. Oh, let me fix the scope. There's a war going on in Red Crib. No man is safe. I gotta fix the scope on my son's gun. Oh, there we go. There's a war going on in Rim Crib. No man is safe. Oh, when they get home. Oh my God, when they get home. Let me fix it. That's why it's not shooting right. All right, there we go. There's a war going on in Rim Crib. And I got a pink one for my daughters. 2 pink ones. I got 2 of these for my son, me and my son, and 2 of these for my daughters. There's a war going on in Rim Crib. No man is safe. And they came with vests, extra ammo, 2 clips, a ski mask with a skull on it. Oh my God, when they get home, we going to war. Nerf war. I just had to show Manzi. I put it in the chat. Look at the chat, Manzi. We ready. Wait till my kids get home. They're going to lose their fucking minds.
Will be proliferated.
It took me like an hour to put them
the
bitches together.
I need to be the voice of reason in unreasonable times. And that's what I've chosen to do. So if I've disappointed you, pardon self. But at the end of the day, and I just wanted to say, anybody that made videos about me trying to thinking that they were tearing me down to try to build themselves up. Listen, I didn't even give y'all the time of day. I've not seen your video, so you didn't touch me, okay?
Wait a minute, wait. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
My nigga, you just said a lot of people was upset, right? A lot of people was upset. Making videos. How the fuck did you know that they were making videos if you didn't watch them?
Shut up, pussy! Shut your punk ass up!
You's a bold-faced ass, lying ass nigga, bro. How the fuck you know that they was making videos about you talking all this shit, but you ain't watch it?
You better be careful, little buddy.
You're a stone cold weirdo. I don't even care though. No problem. Just make sure you hit that like button as you come in, Rock Kid. If anybody wants to support the channel, hit the Cash App and PayPal at the top of the chat.
I'm here. This is my backyard, and you're mad. Why don't you make a video from your backyard telling me about how you're mad at me? Okay? But listen, I love all y'all. I appreciate the support. There is not a sellout bone in my body. Sellouts are paid to shut their mouth.
Nigga, you sold out when you went back on there. You sold out when the nigga said something about a bucket of chicken, and your bitch ass didn't say nothing. When the bull told you about the bucket of chicken, then you just sat there. You goofball ass nigga. Appreciate it. You goofball ass nigga. He said a sellout is paid to stay quiet. No, a sellout is when you went on there. Fuck that.
I love all y'all. I appreciate the support. There is not a sellout bone in my body. Sellouts are paid to shut their mouths and not talk that shit. And I'm going to always talk that shit. I'm going to always speak the truth as I see it. You might not see it that way, but trust me, I'm going to always speak the truth as I see it. Okay? And that's what it is. Peace and love. Y'all have a great day. It's going to be hot today. I'm hopping in that pool. You heard? Peace. Oh, one last thing. Those of y'all talk about I had on the Mexican Jordans.
You did.
Well, you ain't got to worry about those no more. Ice came to the crib and took them.
Let's talk.
Of course you ain't got to worry about them no more, nigga. You got that check from Vlad. That's why we ain't got to worry about it no more. Fuck you talking about? You got that check from Vlad. Y'all ain't got to worry about it no more. I gave him away. Because Vlad gave me a check. Because I was on near buck dancing. Yes, sir. The nigga made it a point. Vlad made it a point to say, so, Lord Jamar, You reached out to me. Vlad wasn't worried about you. None of that. Even after he apologized, this is how we know Vlad don't give a you just a buck dancing ass nigga. He apologized. How long ago did Vlad apologize on Willie D? About a year ago? About 6 months to a year ago. Never reached out to you. And you reached out to him to get that check. That means you needed it. If I'm Lord Jamar, the last thing I want to do is go back to Vlad unless I really need that Chizak. Unless I really need that check. Fuck is you talking about? But all right, fuck this buck dancing ass nigga. He got cooked. I think I want to jump into the Fat Joe. Or Tyler Perry or Fat Joe. Which one we gonna go with? We're gonna do all of them, but I'm gonna let y'all pick the order. Fat Joe or Tyler Perry. Just put it in the chat. Fat Joe or Tyler Perry right now. Put it in the chat. I want y'all to put it in the chat while I go take this leak and grab my other beer. Put it in the chat. I'm gonna take a leak, grab my beer, put it in the chat. Baby, found somebody new. If it was out there, is you ain't my baby. Baby, found somebody new. If it was out there. That just stuck in my head now. Is you is or is you ain't my baby. Baby, found somebody new. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3. We got Tyler Perry first. Okay. We'll get into Tyler Perry. See what's going on with that. Is you is or is you. That shit stuck in my head now. Tyler Perry swear he ain't gay. Why is that? Yo, why is that on my list? Tyler Perry swear he ain't gay. Hold on, let me put that up for a minute. No, we don't have to go in order. I'm letting y'all pick the order. Tyler Perry. Why is that on my list when I type into watch this? I ain't never typed that in my life. Tyler Perry swear he ain't gay. Tyler Perry accused of sexual assault by actor Derek Dixon. NBC News. Tyler Perry casting coach. Which one we gonna want to go with? Oh, damn, this multi. I told y'all this dude right here. This nigga was saying. This dude right here. And Hassan Campbell, victim blaming. What's the name? Predict.
Tyler Perry was hit with a scathing $260 million lawsuit from a man named.
Yeah, but the amount, I ain't gonna lie, the amount of money that the nigga want for it kind of seemed like you, I don't know. It's just the amount of money that's making it look crazy, bro. Why don't you want this nigga in jail? You want 260 million? How much is Tyler Perry worth? What's Tyler Perry's net worth? God damn! Holy shit! Tyler Perry is worth $1.4 billion? God damn! Woo! I didn't know he's worth that much. God damn! Yo, I did not know he was worth that much. Oh my God! Oh yeah, I need 500. That nigga pull my pants down and grab my booty cheeks. I need 500 and a fair one. Oh, you need a fair one the second you touch me. But niggas is forgetting Tyler Perry like 6'5", 280 pounds. I had to poke that nigga up. No Diddy.
Derek Dixon, who played the character
like
named Dale on the show The Oval. But what's really interesting about this whole situation,
he like light-skinned niggas. Oh, Moxie. I ain't gonna lie. Your neck long than a motherfucker. That nigga got a 6-foot neck. Captain Neckerson. He got a dick neck. God damn. I ain't trying to come at him, but Moxie, you got a dick neck. I'm gonna keep it funky with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. You got a dick neck.
is that it is very reminiscent of a classic episode from the God tier show, The Boondocks. But before we get into that, please do me one small favor, hit that like button and apply pressure to that subscribe button. Yes, apply pressure.
That nigga all the way in Japan somewhere though. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga live in like Tokyo or Japan or somewhere over in Asia.
To that subscribe.
He might have took that Japan money that day. That nigga got a dick neck. I ain't gonna lie. He might have took that money that them Japanese niggas is giving to go over there and impregnate their wives. He might have took that money. Shit, they talking about some paper over there. He might be set for life over there with the paper that they give him just to go over there and impregnate. And I'm fertile than a motherfucker. I go over there and make a killing. I'm gonna keep it fun. I'm gonna keep it being. I go over to Japan. Half of the Japan to be leads. I ain't gonna lie, half of Japan to be little Remy's. I'm fertile than a motherfucker. Y'all see all these kids? I'm fertile than a motherfucker. I go over there and make a killing.
Button. In the third season, episode 14, Adult Swim released a Boondocks episode called Pause. It features a character named Winston Jerome, who is clearly a parody of Tyler Perry. In this episode, Robert Grandad Freeman auditions for a role in a play directed by Winston Jerome, a super zesty playwright and actor known for his religious, moralistic productions that center around a lot.
I ain't gonna lie, I knew something was wrong with the characters that he was picking. All of them were muscular, oiled down ass niggas. If you go to the plays, half of them niggas was naked and oiled up. Go back to the plays. Matter of fact, go back to the motherfucking movies. When she put the oil on the floor, nigga was soaking wet. All these niggas is always oiled the fuck up. Muscular ass, oiled up niggas. I know Hassan Campbell loved Medea movies.
Wild older woman he portrays named Ma Dukes.
Hey, Jamal. Yes, my dude. I just had to slap the shit out of somebody for no reason.
So first off, there you go, Ma Dukes, Medea.
Right.
There you go.
When them plays, niggas was testing.
He going home with y'all.
Granddad lands the part, and Jerome invites him to live in his mansion with his all-male theater troupe. The situation quickly becomes cult-like with strict rules, forced worship of Jerome.
Do you accept me, Winston Jerome, as the representative of Jesus Christ in the TV and movie business?
Sure. And zero contact with the outside world.
Now let me show you where you'll be staying.
Did you say staying?
Oh.
Yo, you know what's crazy? If you go back to the lawsuit, that's basically what the boys described. We're gonna get into the lawsuit details. I'm gonna go to Tasha K because she got everything. I'm gonna go to Tasha K after this. But when I heard the lawsuit, this is exactly what the lawsuit is describing. He couldn't have don't tell nobody about. He dated a boy, Raise. Said he was trying to produce a show. I'm gonna produce your show, and watch when you hear the lawsuit. That's why I want to play this. I know it was the reason why I want to play Moxie Approved. When you hear the lawsuit, it's gonna be like, wait a minute. It sounds just like the Boondocks episode. Maybe the writers, one of them writers from Boondocks, worked under Tyler Perry, and you never know.
As the representative of Jesus Christ in the TV and movie business.
Sure. And zero contact with the outside world.
I wouldn't say the greatest. I'm gonna put it at top 5. Because it's a lot of cartoons out there. It's a lot of adult cartoons out there that's underrated and has never been seen. You got Paradise PD. What's the other show that he produced? The one about the woods, the niggas that. What's the motherfuckers that work in the woods? What's the motherfuckers that be working in the woods? I forgot what it's called. They got the It's a lot of them, yo. It's a lot of them. But top five. I remember I used to draw. Boondocks started off in the Philadelphia newspaper. A lot of niggas don't know that. It's something there. Brickleberry, not Thornberry. That's Nickelodeon. The Thornberries. It's called Brickleberry. Hassan, good. It's called Brickleberry. That's what it's called. You thinking of Eliza Thornberry and it was the boy named Donnie. That's my shit too. I ain't gonna lie, Thornberries was my shit. But he said with the gay bear, yeah, with the gay bear, right. It's called Brickleberry. But they produced another show, 2 other shows. One is called Paradise PD. It's on Netflix. You gotta watch it. It's the funniest shit ever. And then there's another one that they did called Zambar or something about outer space aliens and shit. That one funny too. It's another joint called. It's about the Secret Service. It's about the deep state. They all on Netflix. The shit is fucking funny. Yo, y'all gotta watch this shit. Shit is fucking funny. Oh my god. But top 5 though. Top 5. I give Boondocks top 5. I don't know what order, but it's in the top 5.
Now let me show you where you'll be staying.
They didn't know what I'm talking about. That's the funny as shit, right?
Huey and Riley become suspicious and try to rescue their granddad from a group drenched in baby oil.
Did you think you could just take him?
As granddad becomes more entrenched in the troop, it becomes clear that Jerome is using religion and art to control the cast, especially exploiting young, aspiring male actors. Now, there are strong implications about Jerome's predatory and hypocritical behavior, pretty much masked by religious sanctimony and theatrical success.
I asked Jesus, will you co-write with me? And he said yes. And I told Jesus, I want to write plays for women.
So basically,
I ain't gonna lie, that pissed me off though. That kind of pissed me off right there with Boondocks because it was kind of hypocritical because they described Jesus as black in Boondocks and then painted Jesus white. So that means I feel like they made him black and then no, because they had a show called Black Jesus, but it was a comedy show. So I feel like I don't know, man. That was kind of weird. I don't like how they did that. Ooh, my DoorDash is on his way. That was kind of weird. They described him as black and then made him white.
It was all based
on
Jesus and faith.
I'm in my
slap the shit out of somebody for no reason.
The parody was so on point that Tyler Perry reportedly took offense and allegedly pressured Adult Swim to pull the episode from rotation. It was removed from streaming platforms like HBO Max and isn't available through official syndication. This episode has a lot of similarities of a lawsuit filed by Derek Dixon, who stated that he met Tyler Perry at an event in 2019. From there, he would claim that Tyler Perry will progress to build a friendship, one he was hoping that would lead to more work. Instead, he would end up in the guest room of Tyler Perry's residence with Tyler's hands on his thighs, allegedly. He also released text messages, which to me, it shows nothing but two men flirting, to me.
I mean, they mad zesty. Like, check this one out. You know what I cook? It looks like that's what Tyler Perry says. You know what I cook, Derek? He goes, spaghetti, cake. He goes, you. I'm so drunk talking. And he goes, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy? Yes, it's the exact kind of car, because he had brought him like a Geo Metro. And he said, giving up my religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist. That's cool. Where you coming from? And he says, unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s, 60s who are still dealing with that, and it's so sad. So he even telling him right here that you need to let that Jesus stuff go. That's nasty work.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
But I have to stop right here and say this. This reminds me of the Diddy situation. Not really with the SA charges and stuff like that, but more like when we heard all this stuff about Diddy and seeing certain things, the community never really had a conversation that Diddy been living on.
All right, I'm back. Yeah. Tyler Perry got that shit, took it down, hold go back. That's why I left it off at.
Religious guilt, becoming a
that's what Perry met available through official syndication. This episode has a lot of similarities of a lawsuit filed by Derek Dixon, who stated that he met Tyler Perry at an event in 2019. From there, he would claim that Tyler Perry will progress to build a friendship, one he was hoping that would lead to more work. Instead, he would end up in the guest room of Tyler Perry's residence with Tyler's hands on his thighs.
Tyler trying to die. Tyler trying to die. He died me.
Allegedly. He also released text messages.
Well, let's read these text messages. Hold on. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Tried you. Call me. Hey, I think the hangover hit me harder than I thought. We can talk later? Question mark. Yes, it was quick, but okay. I really need to talk to you, my friend. Please call me as soon as you can. Trying to do the rooms on the boat. If I have an invite bill, would you be okay with sharing a room with him or not? Hey, I appreciate the invite, but I think I need some more time, and I don't think I can do. Can't read the last part. Did you find a place? I'm good. Probably won't see me. I'll be filming. Sorry, you know I have 9 jobs. I did find a place, St. Monica's. I know. I work too much. Nice Santa Monica place. I'm glad. Blah blah blah. I can't really see it. It's blurry.
Which to me, it shows nothing but two men flirting. To me,
yeah.
I mean, they mad zesty. Like, check this one out. You know what I cook? It looks like that's what Tyler Perry says. You know what I cook, Derek? He goes, spaghetti, cake. He goes, you. I'm so drunk talking. And he goes, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy? Yes.
Oh my God.
Kind of car, because he had brought him like a.
That nigga said, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that in therapy? Yes, it's exactly the kind of holy shit. Tyler gay. Tyler good and gay. We knew it. We just needed the confirmation. Tyler good and gay. Giving up my religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist. That's so cool. Where it come from? Unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that, and it's still so sad. You can have the freedom of religious guilt and still believe in Christ. Oh my God. I need to call my mama and rub it in her face because I kept telling her this nigga was gay. And she cussed me out, swore up and down Tyler Perry wasn't gay. Good and gay. What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Boom goes the dynamite. I need to screenshot this and send this to my mom. Let me take this out. Somebody screenshot this. Hey, Quaz. You know what to do with this. Let me take myself out. Hey, Quaz. Screenshot that for me, good brother. So I can send it to my mama. Because she got all the Tyler Perry DVDs. Swore this nigga wasn't gay. Kept throwing this nigga gay.
What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy? Yes, it's the exact kind of car. Because he had brought him like a Jew at Metro. And he said, giving up my religious guilt. Becoming a Buddhist. That's cool.
I can see something now.
He says, unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s, 60s who are still dealing with that, and it's so sad. So he even telling him right here that you need to let that Jesus stuff go.
Yeah,
That's
give me that
nasty
ass.
work.
You ever been swallowed? That nigga said, let Christ go. Get that ass up.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
But I have to stop right here and say this. This reminds me of the Diddy situation. Not really with the SA charges and stuff like that, but more like when we heard all this stuff about Diddy and seeing certain things, the community never really had a conversation that Diddy been living on the low this whole time. We just moved on like it was common knowledge. I see the same thing here.
Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you.
When he was doing it, I ain't gonna lie, he ain't lying. Niggas knew Diddy was on some zesty shit for a long time and act like they didn't see it. Niggas knew Tyler Perry was on some. I know the women. I don't know. Y'all was so wrapped up. Though. A lot of women too, black women, wrapped up in the fact that he was a God-fearing man. I'm using quotations on that one. In church going. I just got it, class. I just got it. In church going and you know, funny. Forgetting that it's a 6'5", 200-something pound man wearing a dress with oiled up niggas everywhere.
Like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scramble
with that face. Oh my God. That should be a meme. I don't know how nobody didn't meme this shit. Fat face. Jada put his hood up. Like, yo, this nigga tripping.
Scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
There's been a lot of talk about this man being like that in the past, but every time you kind of say that, people will be like, well, he's just playing a character. That's not really him. Dogs. This man laid hands on TD Jakes.
I pray right now that you will continue to do everything you're doing. I pray his anointing will stay upon you. I pray the power of God all over you.
He was definitely fucking TD Jakes. He was definitely knocking them boots. He was definitely knocking them boots. He put hands on him, all right. Hands, feet, shoulders, knees, and toes. And dangling.
I pray his favor. I pray the blood of Jesus will come upon you right now.
Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, Robert? Yes.
Keep you in his hair. God, I thank you for your blessings.
If you accept me,
Yeah, bro. That's why I don't fuck with that religion shit, bro. I ain't knocking you if you believe in all that stuff, but me personally, this is one of the reasons why I don't fuck with it, yo. People put these preachers and shit on a pedestal. You know what? I heard Bill Burr say this one time that woke me up. Bill Burr, white boy, comic, funny as shit. He said, you put these preachers and shit on a pedestal, forgetting that he's just another fucking man. And usually preachers had the worst fucked up past. That's why they became preachers. Because they did so much dirt in their past. I think, to be honest with you, I think all the old pimps, when pimping died, all them niggas turned into preachers. Look at the preachers. All of them got perms. They dress like pimps. Act like pimps. Look, I don't fuck with that shit, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Winston Jerome, as the representative of Jesus Christ in the TV and movie business.
Sure, I guess. I know swallowed up, but still.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed?
The nigga is wearing a gown. That's what I don't. How do you look past that? He's wearing a dress. I just realized the nigga's wearing a whole medieval gown. The nigga is where they said TD Jakes got up in the bull bed and said, hey, you feel that young blood? Hey, young blood, you feel that? They said TD jumped in the bed and said, hey, young blood, you feel that? Yo, I knocked that nigga 2 front teeth out, bro. You got to be fucking kidding me, bro. And none of these niggas fought back. That's what I don't get. Y'all some grown ass men. Why didn't you fight back? Because you knew you could sue him later. That's why you ain't fight back. I'd have fought back and caused a scene, so that's proof. You don't realize fighting back, they're gonna ask you, why'd y'all get into the fight? Because the nigga did such and such. He got to explain why we got into the fight. That's what none of the victims get. But this nigga say text messages.
Most people's reaction to this has been, this is just some white guy trying to tear down another successful black man.
Look, and it's all women. Shit seemed like a setup. This is what happened. Yo, y'all niggas is blind, yo. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like, when our people get called out for their bullshit, what was the setup? You're just trying to tear another black man down. What you need to understand is, right, and I'm using an example, like the Bible as an example. Black people always being like, everybody in the Bible was black. Everybody in the Bible was black. You know, that time, there weren't no white folks back there. So that means all them evil motherfuckers that was in the Bible were black too. Then when you bring that up, that's what the white folks came. No! You can't, nah. If everybody in the Bible was black, that means all them evil, sodomizing motherfuckers, Sodom and Gomorrah, was niggas. If all the human race came from the black people, that means that they got their traits from us. We act like we're exempt from all that shit. We're not. If we were the original man, that means the traits came from us. And I hate to say it, but that is the truth. You can't say that everybody in the Bible was black And then when you point out all the evilness and the fucked up wicked shit in the Bible, they black too. Right. They picking you right.
People pointed this out because Tyler's latest movie, Straw, has been #1 on Netflix.
Right.
Which leads me to my next
All you gotta
point.
do is just drop a good movie.
Women had certain things to say about that movie Straw. I haven't checked it out. I've been stopped watching Tyler Perry stuff.
Tyler Perry hates black women, and I'm not saying allegedly because the proof is in the pudding. It is becoming more evident that Tyler only sees black women as hardworking, struggling rape victims that, of course, one day are going to be rescued by a blue-collared black man. After watching the trailer of his latest film, Straw, starring Taraji P. Henson, I'm a little offended. And honestly, I'm still recovering from mea culpa. He has managed to make billions of dollars off the back of black female pain, and I'm sick of it. The media is a huge outlet for the insight of others. I partially blame the media for people's derogatory perspectives about black women worldwide. I'm not talking about the Beyoncés and Oprahs and Kerry Washingtons of the world. I'm talking about normal, everyday black women. It is dangerous to continue to depict us in such a lowbrow manner.
I say nothing to those people who think that my films focus on the struggle of black women, because they're right, it does. I'm in doing this. Let me tell you something. If I get an opportunity to put a black woman on screen for people to see them in love and happy and joy and pain and struggle, what I'm doing is a service to all people, so that people will know that black women are not just strong and one thing. They are all things, and they go through all of these different things. So to have an opportunity to be able to paint all of these pictures in all sides of it is something that I'm paying homage to my mother.
You don't paint all sides. You only paint the negative side. Majority of your movie is the negative side.
My aunt, to my sisters and friends and cousins, and the things that they all went through. So
now this is very crazy to me, because for a long time, Tyler Perry has thrived off of making the black male look extremely bad.
Extremely bad.
Now he moving it over to you. You gotta you gotta complain, right?
Right. That is kind of true. That is kind of true. Shadow, what's up? Majority of his movies are making black men look like demons. And now that he didn't switch it over to your struggle, you got a pop. I do see that point, but you paint black people in a negative light. A lot of the shit that I've seen on Tyler Perry's, I'm like, where the fuck does this happen at? I lived in the projects half of my life, and I seen some of the most worst fucked up shit, but I ain't never seen nothing come close to the shit that Tyler Perry paint.
Slap the shit out of somebody for no reason.
One person who's been taking Tyler Perry's side in this has been 50 Cent, who to me is kind of crazy, because he's been real big on this whole pause thing. I mean, the whole name of that.
I ain't gonna lie. There's been some shit that been said about 50 too. Vivica said, but Vivica bitter because he ain't won her. But there's some shit said about 50 too. I ain't believe it, but I'm just putting that out there.
The episode Boondocks, ladies and gentlemen, was pause. And 50 Cent been real big on this whole pause thing. But one thing I'm starting to realize in life, in Hollywood and all that, really all that matters is money. That's all that matters is money. And someone's image not being dragged down because if their image is dragged down, they can't get that much money. So that's kind of hypocritical to me also. But whatever the case may be, to me, in my opinion, this don't really look like no essay type stuff. It just looked like two men with the branch under their nose trying to figure out what's going on. Bartering. But you let me know how you feel about.
No, you ain't got the whole case. That nigga said Tyler pulled his pants down and grabbed that nigga cheeks. Where Tasha K? You know she got all the scoop.
Is being sued. Writer, movie producer, director, and philanthropist Tyler Perry is being sued for $260 million by an actor named Derek Dixon, who is accusing him of sexual harassment and SA. And he alleges that Tyler made things very uncomfortable for him in the workplace environment. Now, Tyler hired Derek Dixon as a full-time actor for his show, The Oval, and Tyler was allegedly fiending after that man. He was sending him all of these explicit messages. One time he told him that he had a big D that makes the bottoms go crazy. Allegedly, that's what he said. And Derek said that Tyler was looking for a relationship with no strings attached. He just wanted a boy toy that he could smash from time to time. Derek claims that he was in constant fear of losing his job because Tyler had a habit of killing off characters if the actors didn't submit to his demand.
Right. That's another part of the lawsuit. He said if he didn't get that ass up, I'm killing your character. You kill my character, nigga. Let that nigga, I'll do it for you. Next scene, pow, I shoot myself in the head. The next scene. Next scene, it ain't even get to the scene yet. Give me the gun. Pow, my character dead. I killed character for you, nigga.
If you get my drift. So Derek kept it friendly with Tyler because he wanted to keep his job. He never really set any firm.
Nah, nigga, that's a polite way of saying that you gave that ass up for the job. That's what that said to me. You gave that ass up for the job, my nigga. That's what that's telling me. You gave that ass up for the job. I ain't nah, nigga. Ain't no acting job that important to me. Fuck that.
Firm boundaries, and that's what I noticed from reading the text messages between them. The text messages kind of seem like flirtatious banter to me, but I will say
Right.
Tyler was highly unprofessional for texting his employee all of that stuff. But I noticed that Derek never outright rejected Tyler or expressed any discomfort.
No.
He knew exactly how to curve him and kind of give him hope that maybe there could be something there. And
Right. It seemed like you was kind of like putting out a little bit to keep your job, but when it came down to it, you didn't want. I don't know, man. You might have gave that ass up for the job. That's what it's telling me. You might have gave that ass up and you regret it because he didn't keep his promises. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like a nigga that didn't want to do it, but wound up giving that ass up for the job, and they ain't keep his promises. So I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. But Tyler, you can't deny you ain't gay now. You good gay.
And Tyler was frustrated because even though Derek was friendly, he wasn't giving in. And Tyler didn't even realize that this guy was collecting evidence on him. Derek saw the plan from the beginning. He said, okay, this guy is trying to push up on me and he can't take a hint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the long game and I'm going to gather all the evidence I need and hit him with the big whammy. And that is this $260 million lawsuit. That's a lot of money, but he thought this through. He really did. And I will say this, Derek definitely could have avoided some of the situations he was in. He didn't have to accept Tyler's invite, especially if he knew what Tyler wanted from him. But he did anyway because he wanted to secure his job. Now, Derek did allege that Tyler essayed him multiple times. The first time he was invited to Tyler's home and they had drinks, and Tyler encouraged him to lay down instead of driving home drunk. And he did. And Derek claims that Tyler slipped in the bed beside him and was rubbing on him. And Derek got up and claimed that he wasn't into sex. Now, after this incident, a lot of people would have been like, nah, I can't do this. But Derek still wanted to work, and Tyler did give him a full-time position on the Oval. And when that happened, Tyler was a lot more forward, and he was asking him about sexual positions and stuff like that. And he gave him the role of a gay store clerk who was desperate to sleep with another character for a place to stay. But Tyler invited Derek to his home again, and Derek felt like he had to go for his job security. And so when he went to the house, Tyler gave him a warm drink. And then Tyler asked him if he liked it rough in bed. And then he grabbed Derek by the throat and tried to choke him out and said, "Wow, look how excited you just got. You like that." Derek claims that he never gave into Tyler's advances. He played it cool and he was just collecting evidence against him while also trying to keep his job. But Tyler allegedly grew more and more frustrated with his rejection. So what he decided to do is he decided to write a scene where Derek's character gets shot 4 times. And Derek realized that Tyler was trying to kill his character off the show because
he said he slipped in the bed with him, pulled his pants down, grabbed his cheeks. Oh shit, I ain't mean to fast forward.
Because he wanted to keep his job. And once again, Tyler was being flirtatious with him and saying how he wanted him. And Tyler sent him this picture and he said, "Nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm." Tyler responded, "Nice picture." And then he said, "Great, amazing, awesome picture."
Look at that nigga. He flexing and everything. Oh, nigga, this nigga good again. This nigga good again.
And Tyler said, "You don't see the stud in that nice picture? Rude." And he said, "LOL, yes, that's a stud." And Tyler said, "A-hole." Tyler was really fiending for this man bad. And I'm thinking, Tyler, why? Like, this is the guy that you're trying to risk it all for. Tyler is a whole billionaire. He could have any fine piece of meat he wants. So to me, I think it was just so crazy how he was obsessing over this one guy. It's honestly a shame because I hate to see another successful Black man get exposed like this in the media, but it's like, man, these guys in the industry have got to control their lust because they can lose everything behind it if they don't. And Derek said that
he got $1 billion. He felt like he could do it and get away with it. Pretty much. He felt like he could do it and get away with it. He said Tyler wanted to get him pregnant. Right. Tyler was on some shit.
That while he was on this island, Tyler groped his butt again.
There you go. Yeah. No, but they said Tyler pulled his pants down and grabbed his ass in the lawsuit.
And he froze up and Tyler got the message and he stopped groping him. But once again, when Tyler invited Derek to his home, he went. And see, this is why I say Derek could have avoided these situations because he knew what type of time Tyler was on. Tyler was trying to smash that thing into smithereens. He knew it, but he still went along because he was so concerned about keeping his job. And don't get me wrong, Tyler Perry had no business trying to sleep with his employees anyway. And if everything Derek is saying about
is everything that the Boondocks said, that nigga was trying to get some ass. No said. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That nigga was trying to get some ass. Period. Alright, now I want to get to this Fat Joe shit. Let's get into this Fat Joe shit. Oops.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook. A Diddy party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
Let's say with me, I've been in a situation where I'm doing up
better than your average guy, but I'm doing up compared to how I do. And people find reasons to disattach themselves from you when you're going through the struggle and you sitting on the couch by yourself trying to figure out how you're going to get up out this hole. I had so-called friends find excuses. One of my friends had an argument with one of my friends. He was like, yo, Joe, I know that's more your man than I am. You stay with your mans and I stay. To me, I knew he used that opportunity thinking Joe fucked up. Joe gonna need $1. He gonna ask me, let me, and then you come back and you bigger than ever, and them guys are like, they missed the.
Nah, I got a funny story.
Let me hear it, Jim. I gotta hear it.
Names, though,
we ain't talking about nobody, I'm just saying.
I got an example.
This got to be an education.
A friend of mine, when I was up, he come ask for some help. Cool. Go down. Nobody comes to help you. You heard? But he's up now while I'm down.
What are you talking about? He talking about
and I see him all the time. It ain't nothing.
He talking about Cam. Because that look on his face when Cam pulled up with that Lambo, Jim put the camera back to himself and he was like this. When Jim put the camera back up to himself, he was like, he was mad in the motherfucker. Cam pulled up on him up. Nah, nigga, when you was up and Cam was down, you ain't do shit for him. Nigga, y'all was beefing. Now he up and you down. That's the way it happens.
Now I'm back up. He's down. Guess what he's doing?
Asking you for help? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yo, Jim, I'm not doing it. I promise you on God. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm done with that. I might be too old if you know that, right?
I want to hear the lawsuit. Nobody give a fuck about this. Private monster, what the fuck? What's that?
Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicles Skits.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Now, these words have replayed in my head for the past couple of days after lawsuit has come out involving some pretty powerful men in the Hollywood hierarchy. This time, it's none other than your boy, Fat Joe. Now, Terrence T.A. Dixon, Fat Joe's longtime hype man, has filed a $20 million federal lawsuit in New York, accusing the rapper of years of abuse, exploitation, and coercion. Dixon alleges that over their 16-year working relationship, he was subjected to financial fraud, violent intimidation, and even sexual manipulation, sometimes involving the youngins. Now, this suit claims that Dixon contributed creatively to major songs like Congratulations and Ice Cream, but was systematically erased while Fat Joe and his team reaped the benefits. Even more disturbing, Dixon says he was forced into over 4,000 sexual acts under threats and constant surveillance, fearing for his safety and his job. Now, Fat Joe, whose real name is Joseph Cartagena, is now being represented by high-profile attorney Joe Tacopina, and these allegations mark a shocking turn in the public image of one of hip-hop's most recognizable figures. We are going to break this story down with the lawsuit and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications.
My bad, these goddamn kids messing with the goddamn door. She locked her sister in there. Yeah, open the goddamn door, goddamn.
So you don't miss out on any news regarding this case and so much more. Now let's get back into it. At this point, the lawsuits are just falling out the sky because I honestly thought I was going to get me a 2-day break, but no. And I'll tell you what, the lawsuits that have been coming by lately, these people have not been on my bingo card. And I know I'm not wrong. Which one of y'all knew Fat Joe would be next? I'll wait. Yeah.
So to give you a brief summary before we break down the lawsuit, Terrence Dixon, known as TA, is suing rapper Fat Joe, Joseph Cartagena, for $20 million, accusing him of running a long-term abusive criminal enterprise that exploited Dixon's talents, labor, and even his body. Now, over 16 years, Dixon says he worked as a hype man, lyricist, vocalist, and security, contributing to hits like Congratulations, Ice Cream, and Money Over Bitches. But instead of being paid or credited, Dixon claims he was systematically robbed of royalties, forced into silence, and subjected to sexual coercion, sometimes under surveillance or at parties allegedly involving youngsters. Now, the lawsuit names others in Fat Joe's circle, including Pistol Pete Torres and Richard Rich Player Johnson, accusing them of threats and violence. It also implies Roc Nation and CEO Desiree Perez is helping to cover up the exploitation and financial misconduct. Dixon alleges that he was denied rightful payments, while fake documents were filed with BMI and ASCAP to erase his authorship and funnel royalties to Fat Joe. Fat Joe is accused of laundering money, committing tax fraud, and even using burner social media accounts to threaten Dixon.
Well, they were shaming Liza, what's her name? Big Pun wife, saying that he was lying. It come to find out all this shit was true. Come to find out all this shit was true. This nigga was doing this shit. And you gotta wonder, where's Fat Joe getting all his money from? Why is he up so much? He ain't got no hits. He ain't got no hit albums. Where the fuck is all Fat Joe money coming from? Who buying tickets to a Fat Joe concert? Who buying tickets to a Fat Joe concert? Think about it. Who buying tickets to a Fat Joe concert?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
So where's all his money coming from? Feds gonna look at that, but like, why is the dude always dripped in diamonds? He living large. He not selling no records. Where's his money coming from?
Dixon with statements like "We let you live." The suit cites RICO violations, witness intimidation, and retaliation, including a separate baseless lawsuit filed by Roc Nation and Fat Joe allegedly meant to scare Dixon into silence. Dixon is asking the court to hold all involved parties accountable for years of exploitation, deception.
How you dripping? How you always dripping like that? Ain't nobody sending no goddamn. Ain't nobody buying no tickets. You ain't selling no records.
And abuse. Now let's get into it. So this lawsuit is very lengthy. I'm not going to read all of it. We're going to read parts, but let me first summarize a little bit of it. So from 2005 to 2022, Dixon worked without a formal contract, but was promised 15% ownership and royalties on songs he helped write and perform, like All the Way Up, which was a huge hit, Congratulations, and Ice Cream. But despite shaping these songs with his lyrics, hooks, and background vocals, Dixon was erased from official records, never listed in BMI, ASCAP, or any performing rights organization. Now, Fat Joe and his business entities, Slate Inc., Sneaker Addict Touring, and Roc Nation, allegedly filed.
How you got all this money? Ain't nobody bought a motherfucking record. Where's all this money coming from, Joe? Either you're ripping Liza off or you're doing something. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something illegal.
Fake contracts and backdated documents to falsely claim 100% of the publishing rights. Now, Dixon claims this deliberate fraud cost him at least $600,000 in royalties and left him professionally invisible. Now, the live performance exploitation. Dixon also claims that he was shortchanged on touring income. Performance contracts allocated around $3,000 per show for his role, but he typically received just $250 in off-the-books cash. In one example, Fat Joe allegedly kept a $30,000 payment from Live Nation meant for Dixon and used it to pay off personal IRS debt. Now, he also accused the enterprise of stealing over $60,000 in per diem payment meant to cover food, lodging, and travel. Also, as a result, Dixon says he was often.
Yo, Fat Joe was burning everybody. Yeah, he was scorching niggas. Damn, Joe. You find out you the #1 scammer in the music business. God damn, you gave your hype man a $250? A quarter? Oh wow, you supposed to give him 3,000. You get that nigga 250. Oh man. Yo. I wonder why you was fat, nigga. You was eating everybody's food.
Left sleeping in airports and unsafe accommodations, while Fat Joe and his entourage traveled in luxury. Now, the lawsuit goes far beyond money. Dixon says that Fat Joe used psychological manipulation and intimidation to keep him compliant. He often warned Dixon, "Nobody leaves Terror Squad in one piece," and referenced violent incidents like the attack on rapper Cuban Link as a way to reinforce that dissent would be punished. Now, Dixon describes constant fear of abandonment in foreign countries, erratic payments, public humiliation, and threats of violence. These tactics allegedly left him with severe anxiety, PTSD, and emotional trauma, making him feel trapped for over a decade. Now, the sexual coercion allegations. Some of the most disturbing allegations involve forced sex acts, including in the presence of others and under surveillance. Dixon claims that these were orchestrated by Fat Joe and used to degrade and control him, sometimes involving youngsters, and taking place across Miami, Germany, Spain, North Carolina, and elsewhere. He says these acts were not private or isolated, but an intentional part of a culture of humiliation maintained by Fat Joe and enforced by associates like Pistol Pete Torres and Richard Rich Player Jobster. Now, the involvement of Rock Nation, which began managing Fat Joe.
That's wild. That's Fat. He's a diabolical ass nigga, yo. This is diabolical. He said he's Zulu too. Ah, damn.
Around 2017, is accused of playing a major role in the cover-up, allegedly helped conceal stolen royalties and approved fraudulent publishing records, took 10% of all Fat Joe's revenue, giving them operational control and knowledge of royalty structures, filed a baseless lawsuit against Dixon and his lawyers to intimidate and silence him when he began to assert his rights, appointed a manager that Dixon reported to directly, supporting claims that Rock Nation was a joint employer, not a third party. Now, there's also a woman by the name of Erica Juliana Moriera. Moriera is a lawyer affiliated with the enterprise, allegedly, and she helped create fake contracts and backdated split sheets to erase Dixon's authorship, according to Dixon. He's saying that she participated in fraudulent corporate filings to hide money and was directly involved in diverting royalty income from Dixon to Fat Joe's companies. Her legal actions were key to maintaining the illusion that Fat Joe owned 100% of the creative works Dixon helped make. He also claims witness intimidation and online threats. Dixon says Fat Joe or his team used burner social media accounts like Big G and Dr. Zavag to send threatening messages such as, "You love your family, right? File back in 48 hours. We let you live." These were allegedly designed to frighten Dixon and obstruct legal proceedings, violating federal witness tampering and Rico statutes. The lawsuit pretty much paints Fat Joe as the leader of a criminal enterprise that used manipulation, fraud, violence, and fear to exploit Dixon's talents while enriching himself and his inner circle. Dixon claims he spent 16 years believing he was a partner, only to realize he's being systematically erased and abused, and he's now asking the court to hold.
Well, that's the same thing. That's the same. This is kind of like the same thing. Minus all the sexual things. This is just kind of the same thing that Big Pun Wife was saying. This is the same thing Cuban Links was saying. All these niggas is foul. Oh my God, I don't want no parts of Hollywood. None. Ooh, excuse me. I would never ever want to be a part of Hollywood. Deal with this is just scandalous.
Fat Joe, his companies, and partners like Rock Nation and Erica Moriera accountable under civil RICO laws, forced labor statutes, and federal fraud claims. Now let's get into the claims of coercive control. Now, Fat Joe's control over the plaintiff extended far beyond mere financial exploitation or denial of credit. Over 16 years, defendant cultivated a deliberate environment of psychological manipulation and persistent threats to ensure plaintiffs' continued submission, silence, and loyalty despite ongoing abuse, exploitation, and humiliation. Defendant Cartagena frequently warned plaintiff with chilling explicitness, repeatedly saying nobody leaves Terror Squad in one piece. He often reinforced this threat by openly referencing former associates who had suffered violent reprisal after falling out of favor. For example, defendant explicitly invoked the notorious
when he cut Cuban Link's face, because Cuban Links ain't want nothing to do with it.
assault of Louis Cuban Link Tybin, who was viciously attacked, permanently scarred, and publicly humiliated following his departure from defendant's circle. These statements were not merely idle threats or exaggeration. They constituted explicit and calculated warnings deliberately issued to plaintiff to convey that any act of resistance, disloyalty, or demand for fair treatment would inevitably lead to severe physical harm, public disgrace, professional sabotage, or worse. Through these sustained and credible threats, defendant intentionally reinforced the message that plaintiff had no visible path to safely exit their working relationship or demand rightful compensation without facing devastating personal consequences. Defendant methodically cultivated an atmosphere where fear or violence, retaliation, abandonment abroad, and career destruction permeated plaintiff's daily experience, effectively destroying any notion of autonomy. Plaintiff's working conditions were oppressive and unpredictable, deliberately designed to amplify his vulnerability and dependency. The defendant employed persistent verbal abuse, threats of physical violence, erratic and insufficient payment, manipulative control over travel and accommodations, and continuous humiliation. Collectively, these coercive tactics resulted in chronic emotional and psychological distress, profound anxiety, and severe trauma that continue to affect plaintiff to this day. Plaintiff was systematically denied basic security or stability, with defendant frequently threatening to strand him in foreign locations without resources or assistance. On multiple occasions, these threats became a reality, leaving plaintiff stranded and without access to adequate food, shelter, or safe transit home.
He would take him overseas and then threaten to leave him. Damn.
Further intensifying his fear, insecurity, and forced dependency. The constant implication of past acts of violence by defendants, such as the brutal attack on Cuban Link, was an intentional strategy. Defendant purposely leveraged these prior violent incidents to establish the credibility and immediacy of his threats, effectively placing plaintiff in a constant state of apprehension and psychological captivity. The looming threat of physical harm was not hypothetical, but concrete, continuously reinforced by explicit verbal warnings and visible reminder of prior violent acts. So let's now get into the act of sexual exploitation and humiliation under duress. In addition to systematic financial exploitation and relentless psychological abuse, defendant Cartagena deliberately subjected plaintiff Dixon to repeated and severe sexual coercion, manipulation, and humiliation, which further deepened defendant's total control over plaintiff's autonomy, physical safety, and labor. Throughout plaintiff's 16-year period working closely with defendant, plaintiff was routinely coerced into engaging in sexual acts with women, specifically brought by defendant Cartagena to hotel rooms and private gatherings following performances and studio events. Defendant Cartagena frequently
This nigga was on some Diddy shit.
Arranged and orchestrated these encounters, intentionally creating scenarios designed to reinforce plaintiff's complete submission. Defendant Cartagena regularly monitored these encounters closely, frequently remaining in the room to watch, record, or provide explicit direction and commission. Plaintiff did not willingly consent to participate in these acts. Instead, plaintiff submitted solely out of fear of intimidation, retaliation, which defendant repeatedly demonstrated would include financial punishment, professional sabotage, abandonment in foreign countries, or physical harm. On at least one occasion, plaintiff explicitly resisted participating in a coerced sexual encounter arranged by defendant. Defendant immediately retaliated by canceling plaintiff's scheduled flight home, deliberately stranding plaintiff without money, shelter, or support, thereby intentionally placing him in an isolated, unsafe, and highly vulnerable position abroad.
So if he didn't do what he wanted to do, this nigga would cancel the nigga flight and leave this nigga overseas without food, money, nothing. So imagine that shit. You probably had to beg your way back home. That's crazy. Oh, you did that for 16 years? Why would you stay? Nigga, you got to cut my face. Fuck that. You got to do whatever you did to Cuban links. Cut my face, whatever. I'm done. That's the first time you strand me in another country. Oh, nigga, fuck that. You got to do what you got to do.
Calculated and repeated acts of sexual coercion served a clear purpose in plaintiff's enterprise, reinforcing plaintiff's ongoing subordination, obedience, and silence through humiliation, fear, and psychological domination. Sexual compliance became a condition of plaintiff's continued employment, access to essential resources, safe travel, and basic human dignity. The defendant's use of coercive sex acts underpinned by the threat of job loss, abandonment, or physical harm meets the definition of sex trafficking by coercion under 18 U.S.C. 1591. The sexual acts were induced not by choice but fear, dependency, and fraud. Each encounter carried an unspoken message: refuse and you lose everything. The plaintiff estimates that over 16 years coerced into more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing with the enterprise. The defendant used these acts not merely for gratification, but as a control mechanism by degrading plaintiff repeatedly and in front of others to undermine plaintiff's autonomy, silence his resistance, and made him emotionally and physically dependent on defendant's approval. The psychological toll was immense. The plaintiff developed symptoms consistent with PTSD, including flashbacks, intrusive thoughts, panic attacks, and emotional detachment. He remains in trauma-informed therapy and continues to experience debilitating anxiety. These experiences were not private or confidential. Enterprise members, including JB, Raul.
I ain't gonna lie, that would fuck me up too. But I wouldn't have took that for 16 years. I don't give a fuck how many threats you made. But hey, to each his own.
Pistol Pete, and security staff routinely witnessed and participated in these coercive dynamics. Now, we're going to skip around a little bit. Like I said, this lawsuit is long. So, defendant Cartagena and his senior associates regularly use phrases and terms that functioned as internal codes to direct violence, sexual coercion, intimidation, and other illicit conduct. That included the Dern, which means fat Joe or fat guy, the Don, which was Fat Joe, Bowanches, which is targeted females referred to as bitches, Pyops, which is coerced or violent sexual acts, Calpy, which means no physical assault or slap.
He even gave code names and all that. Oh, wow.
Cooling, which means rectum or anus. Ketchup, which means stabbing or slashing. Batondin, which means unalive him or him. Theory, which means baby mother, wife, or girlfriend, and corping, which means to place a victim in a casket. So these terms were used in text messages, in-person conversations, studio banter, and back-channel communication to direct enforcers, silence dissenters, and coordinate enterprise activities across geographic locations. The coded language was essential and maintained the structure's secrecy while allowing the most extreme form of coercion and violence to be ordered and executed without exposing the enterprise to immediate scrutiny. So now we're going to speak about the youngin' Doe 1. Youngin' Doe 1 is a 16-year-old Dominican girl residing in New York. In exchange for cash, clothing, and payment of her cell phone bill, defendant would get oral sex and other sexual acts performed on him by youngin' number 1. On one occasion, while driving in New York City, youngin' number 1 asked the defendant for money to buy her a cell phone. Being notoriously cheap, the defendant claimed to be broke. The upset youngin' 1 began yelling, cursing, and screaming. Plaintiff begged defendant to pay Youngin's phone bill, which was less than $100. Now we're going to move on to Youngin 2. Now, Youngin 2 is a Caucasian female. She is not a United States citizen. The defendant began having sexual relations with the Youngin 2 when she was 15 years old after a concert overseas. Defendant flew Youngin.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. If they get that young girl to come to court, you going to jail now. Is this a federal case? Is this a federal? Does anybody know if this is a federal case? They gonna get that young girl. They gonna get her to come. If this is a federal case, you going to jail. They gonna find her.
And to New York City and Miami, Florida on multiple occasions. Due to Youngin 2's body being adolescent and not fully formed, defendant paid for her to get a Brazilian butt lift. Youngin 2 eventually left defendant and is now married to a professional athlete. Defendant 3 is a Latino female who met the defendant when she was 15 years old, turning 16. According to plaintiff, defendant was in love with Youngin number 3. He even contemplating leaving his wife. The defendant paid all of Youngin 3's bills and even
wow. Whoa. He even contemplate leaving his wife for it. Oh my God. You're going to jail. You're going to jail, nigga. You're going to jail. That's why he did it overseas, so you can't charge him over here. I don't think you can charge him for messing with a minor. But he flew her over here. Wouldn't that be sex trafficking? If he flew her over here, wouldn't that be considered sex trafficking? Oh, you're going to jail.
Overseas tour his stops. He brought her to Florida and would put her in a condo he rented a few blocks from his house with his wife. In a recorded conversation, Youngin 3 and her 15-year-old cousin described in detail to plaintiff how inappropriate it was for defendant, who was in his late 30s at the time, to be fawning over Youngin.
Wait. Hold on. Defendant Cartagena was disturbing back in. He said they described it? Oh, go back. Let me hear that. They described it?
So he rented a few blocks from his house with his wife. In a recorded conversation, Youngin 3 and her 15-year-old cousin described in detail to plaintiff.
Wait, they got a recorded conversation of the girl? Oh, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to motherfucking jail, my nigga. You nasty, selfish, greedy, disgusting bastard. You're going to jail.
Of how inappropriate it was for defendant, who was in his late 30s at the time, to be fawning over youngins. The defendant sees no shame in his depravity towards youngins. Defendant Cartagena has demonstrated a disturbing lack of remorse or discretion regarding his predatory behavior. Rather than conceal his actions, he has on multiple occasions alluded to or openly referencing sexual inappropriate conduct in his public persona and artistic output. In a song titled She's My Mama, defendant delivers lyrics that, when considered in context, reflect an unhealthy and troubling fixation on youngin individuals. The content of the song is explicit, suggestive, and disturbingly detailed, and defendant uses it to normalize, romanticize, or even boast about behavior that aligns with the pattern of coercive and exploitation described throughout the complaint. So let's get to this song's lyrics. Now she was only 16. I had to nurture that, give her some growth. Waited till I touched her. Told she's going to have to work if she's going to get ahead. Then she drove me berserk. When she gave, I had to nurture that. Give her some exploitation described throughout the complaint. So let's get to this song's lyrics.
This is song Manja was talking about earlier.
I had to nurture that. Give her some growth. Waited till I touched her. Told she's going to have to work if she's going to get ahead. Then she drove me berserk. When she gave me some, she told me that she learned that from a P flick. I said, Mommy, stop talking. Just I ain't say her name yet, so let's say she's nothing. Now watch me turn this nothing into something. Get it? Mommy, get in the kitchen. This is freebase. Just cook it till it's hard. Then cut it in eighths. Take the trip cross town to see True. Just get the money. Don't listen. That ninja think he's cute. See all the
You sick, nasty bastard, bro. You going to jail. Oh, Lockie. I'm with Hassan Campbell. I never thought I would be with Hassan Campbell. Lock him up. Lock him up. Oh my God. Yeah. And then he had the audacity. And he knew don't nobody. And you know why he did this shit? Because don't nobody listen to Fat Joe. So he thought nobody was ever going to hear this shit. You going to jail. Yeah, you did try to tell me earlier. I was at work, so I couldn't listen to it. You going to jail. You going to jail. Lock him up. That's all. I never thought I would agree with Hassan Campbell. Lock him up. And when you get in there, them Spanish niggas gonna take you back. I don't know. I don't know. Then they find out you're a PDF file. I don't know. Depends. It depends. If he got his money when he go in jail, he gonna be alright. But if they strip that money when he go to jail, them niggas ain't gonna care. You ain't gonna have that protection no more. You're going to jail, nigga. You better hope you got your money.
All this money we got, we going shopping. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, we get it popping. We hit the club on some Clico shit. See the respect that you get from just being my bitch? Look, see them. They sick. They want to be in your shoes. That's the game that I hit her with to leave her confused. I'm just using her for paper. She want a man. I'm about to see my other bitch. But she understands. Based on information and belief, She's My Mama was written about youngin' number 3, who confirms and engaging in many of the acts outlined in the lyrics above. Furthermore, youngin' number 3 was required to hold jury, DRUGS, and
wait, they even found the girl that he was rapping about? Oh, he going to jail. Oh, he going to jail. You got me talking to my favorite boys. Oh man, they even found her. Oh yeah, this definitely got to be a federal case. There ain't nobody going out their way to do all this. I don't even know what to tell you, bro. Get your affairs in order. You better take some of that money that you was laundering and launder it and put that shit in some type of offshore account. You better hope your wife stick with you. Put it in her account because you going to jail.
other questionable items that are illegal to be in a child's possession when she traveled with defendant. Defendant's transportation of and sexual intercourse with these youngins constitutes violation of the following New York State, Florida, and federal laws. We've only made it to page 34 of this 157-page lawsuit, so we'll probably have to turn this into a series because it's just too much to deal with in one day. So far, what do you think about it?
The only thing I think about it is, nigga, you sick bastard, you're going to jail. Let me see the comments on this. Big Pun's wife is rubbing her hands together like Birdman right now. I believe him. Those people are wicked. The whole industry got them all. Get them all. So many of these music industry entertainment people seem absolutely disturbed and sick. I'm so glad people are finally being held accountable. Yeah, bro, the public is against you. Hold on, let me go down. Fat Joe has been a menace, which is why I don't support him. He screwed over Pun's widow after promising to take care of, her and the kids, right? You never can win when you play dirty honey in my Nene voice. They all do it because they really think the public won't believe the allegations because they're famous. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're going to jail. Let's hear what he had to say about it. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, directly tried to, yeah.
The hype man goes by the name of Terrence T.A. Dixon. All right. According to the article, Fat Joe has been accused by Dixon of engaging in coercive labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion to damage his reputation and force a settlement through public. Just to let y'all know, to give y'all context, okay? But moments ago, Fat Joe and his lawyer released a statement, okay? And in Fat Joe's statement, it states, the lawsuit filed by Tyrone Blackburn and Terrence Dixon is a blatant act of retaliation, okay? The allegations against Mr. Cartagena are complete fabrications, lies intended to damage his reputation and force a settlement through public pressure. Mr. Cartagena will not be intimidated. We have taken legal action to expose this fraudulent campaign and to hold everyone involved accountable. All right. Now, again,
Bro,
Mr.
You can say that it was trying to do this, that, and the third, but you wrote a song about it. And the girl you wrote a song about it came forward and yes, that said that, yeah, that was me, and described what you did. Nigga, there is no defamation. They found the witnesses. They found the teeny boppers that you was fucking with. Bro, you're going to jail. You can say, oh, they trying to do this and do that. There's no way around that, bro. There's no way around that. You wrote a song about it. You was that cocky that you wrote a song about it. You want some R. Kelly shit, nigga.
The TA, right, claims to have served as Fat Joe's hype man for about 16 years. Okay, he's claiming that he was, used to energize the crowd before and during performances. Okay, now again, according to this article released from Yahoo, again, I'll leave the link in the description. Dixon is accusing Fat Joe of forcing him into humiliating situations, including sex acts performed under duress and surveillance, accompanied by threats of abandonment in foreign countries if he refused compliance. Okay. Dixon further alleged he was coerced into more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing with the enterprise.
4,000? God damn. Oh, what? Wait, who was keeping count? Hold on, wait a minute. You kept count? Hold on, back that up. Back that up. You kept count. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
You kept count?
The duress and surveillance, accompanied by threats of abandonment in foreign countries if he refused compliance. Okay. Dixon further alleged he was coerced into more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing with the enterprise.
Yeah.
Okay. Dixon's.
He kept count. Tell me, he kept count like 4,000. God damn. Yo, this nigga is diabolical. He might be worse than Diddy. He might be worse than Diddy. I don't know. He followed Diddy blueprint. I'll tell you that. He followed the book of Diddy. He definitely followed the book of Diddy. And you was talking about going to them Diddy parties. You knew what you was doing.
Lawsuit also alleged he faced a wide spectrum of sexual coercion, psychological control, forced exhibitionism, and surveillance-based humiliation, including being compelled to perform sexual acts under observation, being filmed or directed.
All right, we already heard that part. All right, so let's get into the zip, John, and then I'm out. Let's get into what the boy said about zip, and then I'm out. You're on the yip zip.
10 toes down. 10 toes down scares me. 10 toes down strikes me as the type of nigga that is unplugged. That will, you know why? because he keeps going on and on and on. This nigga shot the fuck out. He shot the fuck out. He has to be shot out. Like, he has to be shot out. Like, I'm serious. He has to have some type of he got to have a mental problem. For his mind to say, this is what I'm going to do. He got to be bugged out. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I hate more than a liar is a manipulating liar. What's the difference between a manipulating liar, 10? Well, a regular liar lie about simple things. Like, yo, where you was at? Yo, did you see that movie that just came out? Yeah, I seen it. And they just going to keep it simple. But a manipulating liar? Lord, I need Jesus to hold me back from getting at a damn manipulated lie, because they will lie to you and they will create a whole story, a scenario, and they're going to try to manipulate you to believe in that lie, right?
That sounds like Young Pharaoh and Hassan Campbell.
And they're going to constantly do it over and over. That's why I wear my realness, my heart, and everything on my sleeve, man. I wear right. Anything you want to ask me. I tell you the truth. Yo, here, boom, this is what it is. This is what happened. And I'm not going to tell you anything until I do my due diligence. And when I get the facts straight, then I'm going to come out to you. Zip with the Drip has been lying to you guys all of this time. He been playing y'all. He's playing all of y'all. Look, he playing y'all. It's like this. Look, puppet master. He been puppet mastering all of y'all. He the type of guy that was in prison and to be like, yo, son, you see that dude that just walked by? Nigga's a rat. How you know? Got the paperwork. You see that Spanish nigga right there that just walked by? Yo, he's a rat. How you know? I got the paperwork. Yo, you see the white boy right there? What up with him? That nigga's a raper and a rat. How you know? I got the paperwork. He got the paperwork on everybody.
Yep.
But then you never think like, damn, he got all.
Where's your paperwork?
Where's his paperwork? No one ever questioned, even the zip ties, even all of his followers, everybody in the.
I did notice that. He got the paperwork on everybody else, but never showed his paperwork. I did notice that.
Comment. Y'all don't even care. But if he was talking about somebody else, it's a big deal. Yeah, that nigga's a rat. This dude is that. This dude paperwork, affidavit.
Man,
but Zip
never got his
people
affidavit.
come in and sign affidavits, not only on his behalf, but against other people. And he refused to show that paperwork of his. He keep reading to y'all. Got all the homework. Yeah. He reading this shit and he just saying, y'all don't even know that's what he really saying on the paper. But he read it to y'all, right? But he want to take the light off of himself because he's a rat. Y'all keep focusing on the little mouse when a big rat is right in your face. And then now look what he does. Yo, niggas is pussy. I done punched niggas in the face. I done did this and that and this. Blah, blah, blah. And then he get punched in his face, slammed on his back pockets, leave our pants still stuck on the floor.
The niggas don't believe it. That is, yeah, he ain't lying. Hold on, my brother texting me.
And he still comes up here and be like, yeah, I snuffed a nigga with the left and knocked him down. Boom. And then, the fight was over. What? And y'all go for that.
Yeah.
And to top it off, this guy's.
He ain't lying, yo. He said, he definitely said, I slapped the nigga on his ass and da-da-da-da. And I'm sitting there like, yo, the picture shows you on your ass. How the fuck did that? But, okay.
Up here now, going at it with 5 mics. We're going to get the 5 mics later. But while I'm in here, listen, you throwing out all kind of rainbow coalition and colorful stuff and, yo, I don't think this dude. And none of y'all remember what 10 Toes told y'all about this guy right here? You forgot
I remember.
This dude? Huh? Yeah, he resurfaced, Zip. I know. Go get your team out. Get the squad out. Get everybody out because he's resurfaced. And I told y'all a long time ago, I got the recording. I got that tape with this guy talking about that guy and how they was friends and how he called him in Auburn. And then Zip put all of this paperwork about him being in all of these different jails. But one thing you never see is when he was in Auburn, how did he leave? Where was he at in population? He already admitted to y'all that he went to IPC. He said he went in there, involuntary protective custody. Okay, prove it. He ain't never got to prove nothing to y'all. That's why I'm tired of proving everything to y'all. After this right here, when I finally bring this guy, oh yeah, because he didn't want to come.
Yeah, I do understand what Tim's saying. Like, at the end of the day, I keep proving shit to y'all, and then he comes out and tells some bullshit, and everybody believe him. So I do understand that. But you've been holding this back the whole time, Tim. We been needed this to know who we was dealing with.
Come up before, because he felt Zip was going to expose him on his case and all this other shit. His case ain't got nothing to do with it.
I ain't gonna lie, that beer got me a little fried. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling great right now.
We talking about you, Zip, and you being up north and have another man mouth on your penis. You know why you will never be blessed? You know why you'll never be blessed, Darren? Zip with the drip? Because you did a heinous act that the law is never going to forgive you for.
Right.
I don't care how many rock outs you make. I don't care how many I don't care what you do. As long as you continue being up here saying, Allah's my Shaheed, Wallahi.
Right. So, you got to yik you up in jail.
Y'all keep falling for that, man. Y'all keep falling. It's the dope fiend voice. So y'all gonna fall for a dope fiend? I thought we was the hustlers and we sell to the dope fiend. Y'all letting the dope fiend convince you that he's not a dope fiend no more. And he coming to you, yo, can I get a bag? So you getting high? Nah, I ain't getting high. I just want to get a bag. Yeah, you'll see him hit the dope in his vein. Nah, I ain't on dope. I ain't getting high no more. And y'all will believe it. Yeah, that nigga Zip ain't getting high. Now I got the tape. And I'm going to play this tape. But I ain't going to play part 2 and part 3. I'm going to make y'all pay for it now. I'm going to make people pay for it. I'm not putting up. You see how Harlem Legend took it? And he played the little thing for y'all with Gully TV and him manipulating children and his old sexual case.
Oh, wow.
Same thing with y'all. But I'm going to give y'all a little bonus. I'm going to let y'all hear this tape right here. And then you're going to have to pay to see that interview with this guy. 10 toes down is that's why they don't like me. That's why they don't like they don't like me.
Now you gotta pay to see it. Oh, come on, Tim. I understand where you're coming from though, but come on, Tim. Don't do that. I understand where you're coming from though, because the nigga, his photos of the nigga getting his ass whooped. He even played the video with the boy balling him the fuck up, and he told everybody he sat him on his ass and did this, that, and the third. But you don't see none of it. You see him just getting his ass whooped.
Man, I told you, man, when I came up here, I was going to be about accountability. I was going to do my due diligence, and I was going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to get to the bottom. I'm not going to play with y'all. I'm not going to lie, cover. I don't have no reason to lie you guys about anything. Matter of fact, y'all be the judge. Listen to the tape.
Oh, there go the tape.
Yo, what's your handle, bro? Quan?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, so let's get to it, man. Like let's get down to it.
What I want to know is what fucking hairdo is that? My nigga. I ain't trying to come at the boy, but goddamn, who the put it up, fool ass. Oh my god. Nigga. Nigga. What the fuck is up with your hair?
To it, bro. So you know Zip?
Who's braiding your hair in jail, nigga?
This ain't no interview, right?
Nah, this ain't no interview.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, I know him. I know him from up north. We was in Auburn together.
You was in Auburn? So what happened? So nigga told me to call you, and that nigga, you gonna say what's up, what's popping? What happened? What happened when I up there?
Hello.
Yo.
What up?
So take me through what happened. I'm saying take me through what happened, like when he was up north with you.
It's simple, man. Niggas caught him getting head. You know what I mean? Niggas caught him getting head. It's simple, man. Niggas caught him getting head. It's simple, man. Niggas caught him getting head.
Boom goes the dynamite. There you have it. Nigga was getting yik yuck and yawning. Goddamn. Goddamn. This nigga. Oh wow, zip. I don't even know what to say about this one, bro. There's an eyewitness to this shit, bro. Yes. It's an eyewitness. Nigga seen you. In my young Pharaoh voice. I seen you. He said, what? Oh, run that back.
So take me through what happened. I'm saying take me through what happened, like when he was up north with you.
It's simple, man. Niggas caught him getting head.
Wait a minute.
You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Wait a minute. My nigga. You got caught. You're no yik yuck. That's what we call you from now on. You're no yik yuck zip.
Hold on.
So what you about to do?
When you say hold on, nigga, we talk about the right person. Zip.
Look, 10 stupid.
Zip.
He said, hold on, wait. Let's make sure.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
listen, all y'all got to do is put my picture up, and he won't say shit. I'm telling you.
Nah, bro. Hold on. Rewind. You said that he was caught getting head.
He was getting his dick sucked.
By who?
Who else? A chump.
No. Hold on. You don't know what's the chump name? Cause nigga, listen, man. Cause when I'm telling you, when I put this up, niggas is gonna be like, why you just can't come on my joint and do it with me on my channel?
Listen, all y'all to do is put my picture up, and he won't say shit. If he say anything, I will come up. But he won't say shit.
He did.
Shit, I'm telling you.
All right. So listen, bro. Listen. Hold on. So they called hold on. So they called him
Hitler.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, yo.
Damn, he even gave the dude name that he was getting the yik yuck from. Oh wow. These niggas is gay. He said, yik yucks in the day room, that's hyper wild work. Oh, that's crazy. Bro. The niggas is watching Zip right now. He's live right now, I think. He was live. That nigga is a gipper. I don't want no smoke with you, Zip. You want some other shit. Boy named Zipper.
Yeah, but yeah, I know him. I know him from up north. We was in Auburn together.
Yeah, it was in Auburn. So what happened? So nigga told me to call you, and that nigga you gonna say what's up, what's popping? What happened? What happened up there?
Hello.
Yo.
What up?
So take me through what happened. I'm saying take me through what happened, like when he was up north with you.
It's simple, man. Niggas caught him getting head. You know what I mean?
Hold on. When you say hold on, nigga, we talk about the right person. Zip, nigga.
Zip. Yeah.
So
listen, all y'all got to do is put my picture up, and he won't say shit. I'm telling you.
Nah, bro. Hold on. Rewind. You said that he was caught getting head.
He was getting his dick sucked.
By who?
Who else? A chump.
No. Hold on. You don't know what's the chump name? Cause nigga, listen, man. Cause when I'm telling you, when I put this up, niggas is gonna be like, Why you just can't come on my joint and do it with me on my channel?
Listen, all y'all to do is put my picture up, and he won't say shit. If he say anything,
but I noticed this. 10 dropped this video yesterday. Zip went live today and ain't say shit about it. I didn't hear Zip say shit about none of this in his live. I gotta go back and watch the whole thing, but from my point of view, he ain't say nothing about this. Oh, silence is guilt. A lot of the time, your silence can be considered guilt. You got a yit yuck, nigga. You was in the jail for 20 years. You talk about you did 20 years. Ah, shit, you niggas gay.
I will come up. But he won't say shit. I'm telling you.
All right. So listen, bro. Listen, hold on. So they called hold on. So they called him
Hitler.
Hitler. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, hold on. DC.
You put my picture up there.
All right, so look, bro. Look, hold on, bro. If I put the picture up, I'm telling you, he gonna say something. He gonna answer it. I'm telling you, he'll answer it. He'll say something if I put your picture. I think he might say something. Why you don't send me? Huh?
Oh, I only got my ID. Let me just use the picture.
All right.
You're not recording me, right?
Nah, nigga, I ain't recording. Nigga, it don't matter if I'm recording. Homie, if I'm recording you, it don't matter because I guarantee he gonna say something. He might say something.
Oh, Tim, that look a little suspect right there. He asked you.
I'm telling you, bro.
If you was recording,
so
you said, wait, he did clean it up and
it
say
don't matter if I'm recording you or not. It don't.
Okay, so he didn't lie to him. At first he did say no. But then he cleaned it up like, oh wait, I'm gonna put this out. So I don't want to look like a snake. So it did, he cleaned it up. It don't matter if I'm recording you, which means I'm recording you, nigga. That's kind of a yes, nigga. I am recording you. When he said it don't matter if I'm recording.
Homie, if I'm recording you, it don't matter because send me. Huh?
Oh, I only got my ID. Let me just use the picture.
All right.
You're not recording me, right?
Nah, nigga, I ain't recording. Nigga, it don't matter if I'm recording.
See, he started to say no. And then he had to clean it up because he knew he was going to put it out. Tim slick as shit.
Homie, if I'm recording you, it don't matter because I guarantee he gonna say something. He might say something. I'm telling you, bro. So it don't matter if I'm recording you or not. It don't matter. I ain't recording you though, nah.
All right.
Wait, Tim. You did. Oh, wait, Tim. Hold on, Tim. Hold up, Tim.
Wait a minute.
You told the nigga that you wasn't recording him while recording him? Whoa. Oh, 10. Oh, 10. I don't know about that one.
Just put my picture up. He won't say shit.
So send me a picture. I'm gonna give you another number to send a picture. Not this one. Send it to another number.
All right. Send it to me right now. I got something to take care of though, but send it to me right now.
All right, yo, listen, bro.
Listen.
If he answer, bro, you gotta come up on my joint, my nigga. Like for real, bro. Don't leave me out here. Like, hold on, you was with him. You was with him. What if he say he don't know you? You was with him. Like, what?
My name is Quan. He know what it is.
All right. I got you. Send me the joint. I'm gonna send you the number and send me the picture.
All right.
Now, who want to check?
I don't know, Tim. This recording kind of, because you told him you wasn't recording him while recording him. But that doesn't take away from the fact that the nigga did say that nigga got caught getting a yik.
Challenge me. Who want to challenge 10 toes down? Who want to challenge me? I challenge anybody to say I'm capping. I challenge anybody but a dead body to say I'm lying. Yo, the nigga capping. It's like
you was capping to the nigga when you said you wasn't recording. And I ain't trying to come at 10. I fucks with 10. But you was capping when you said you wasn't recording. But you did clean it up and say, nigga, it don't matter.
hey, yo, what's this? It gotta be this. No, it can't be this. It can't be that. Challenge me, nigga. Challenge me on my interview with him. Challenge me on my face-to-face with him. Let me just break it down. Hold on, because I'm hyped right now. Let me break it down. So what he does, he sends me a picture of this. His ID. This is how authentic this guy was. I'm like, damn, I gotta do a little more digging. So after doing a little more research and digging, I come to find out that the dudes that was up north with him always seen these two together, him and Zip with the drip. Two little 5'4" midgets running around, smoking K2, smoking all the weed, standing by the phone, just doing a bunch of bullshit. It wasn't until they caught Zip getting head. It wasn't until Zip went to PC. It wasn't until Zip started this little image when most of his time was spent in the box. Now, you may find a lot of guys that go to prison, right? And they talk about, yeah, I was in the box. You was never in the box. You never did box time. And they spend half of their time in the box. Box time is equivalent to PC. If you got a guy that just stays in the box for nothing, he ain't getting no money, he going to the box for frivolous shit that don't mean nothing, he's in PC. Dudes do that. They go to the box just to be in PC, to be by themselves. And he's in the box. Yeah, Zip. You think I don't know? Smoking top. On medication. You talk about China was on medication. Don't play with me, boy. You was up there on that med line. Don't play with me, boy, in that box. Yeah, don't make me pull these people up here. I'm going to pull them up here. All you got to do is do the Zip challenge. Challenge me to anything that I'm saying, to that recording I played. Challenge me, Zip.
Yeah, it was a recording. But all right, y'all, this is where I'm going to stop this at. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Peace.